Just saying.
Oh,
man.
no, that's not up. I haven't brought anything up.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, you brought it into the fold.
By the way, hi, Amy Makepeace. Glad you're with us tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Amy. Sorry about that.
Well, it's okay. She doesn't have to worry about you guys saying hi because I gave props to her in the intro. You know,
I know.
She runs Mr. Cat Promotions, I believe it is.
Yep.
Yeah, and fucking kick ass, man. They have a ton of amazing guests that they sign for conventions all over the country. So yeah, great people. Her and I believe it's Paul is her business partner. I can't remember. I suck with names, so sorry if I fuck up your name tonight. Just deal with it.
Bachman or something like that.
Bachman Turner and Overdrive. What?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, me too.
Of course. Okay.
So it looks like our first
Johnny
guest either flaked out or can't log in because I haven't heard back from him yet. So we've got about 7 or 8 minutes before we kick him off and bring on our second guest. So let's revisit something real quick here.
Sure.
Geoffrey Mark, you were a guest on our show.
I were.
A couple years back. Jagz actually co-hosted that show. Mr. Homan unfortunately was in Maine. Well, fortunately for him. But Freddie Mercury.
Oh, Jesus H. Christ. Here we
go. How did you get bagged by, see, I said it right this time, Mr. Freddie Mercury? Our viewers probably haven't watched the episode, and if they have, now they're definitely going to want to go back and watch it.
Okay. How much detail are you looking for here?
5 minutes.
5. Queen is the band he was the lead singer for which he was the lead singer. Queen had just released Bohemian Rhapsody, and Freddie came to New York to publicize the song and the album from which it comes. Literally, like that week it had come out. And I'd heard the song and just fell in love with it. I just thought this is one of the most brilliant pieces of recording I've ever heard. And I was aware he was in town. I thought, well, wouldn't it be nice? Well, it was. We were at Studio 54, and I guess he likes redheads. And, Studio 54 was a wild place, especially if you were a celebrity, because everything you've heard is true. The mounds of cocaine on the tables, and they had bleacher seats, kind of sort of for people to watch what was going on out there. And people were having sex. They were having sex in the club. And then there was a private celebrity room besides this. And we made our way towards one another. Hi, Sandy Netburn. And left together and spent the evening together. And if you want to know more, you're going to have to ask what it is you want to know.
And did you sing like it was a night at the opera?
It wasn't even a day at the races.
Oh my.
Let's put it this way. Just like one can't talk, one can't sing when one's mouth is full. So no, I did not sing that night.
Okay.
Hold on.
And I mean full.
Oh my God.
You asked.
More of a butt whistle then. Okay.
Jeff, you brought this upon yourself.
Oh my.
No one's butt was whistling. Again, one cannot make noise when one is full.
What a bet.
Oh boy.
So
okay, let's move on.
No,
right?
We're not going to move on. No, I got to be real here. I have been asked about this a lot. It may very well be that your show was the first show I ever really talked about it. Your show, our show. But
yeah,
we can. Yeah, he was physically beautiful. He was beautiful naked. Yeah, of course. But what stays with me, fun is fun. And, you know, I've had an awful lot of fun in my life. What stays is the person. When all was said and done, and the drugs were over, and the drinking was over, and the fun was over, how he reacted. Did you have a good time? Are you okay? Are you safe to travel home? Do you need money for a cab? Can I do anything for you? Did you feel satisfied with the experience? To have someone be so concerned about another person, I think that tells you a whole lot more about Freddie than body parts and things.
Right,
you know,
right.
Just what a wonderful human he was. And that all these years later, because I'm going back way over 40 years ago, that's what stays with me. You mentioned Freddie's name. I smile. What a great guy. And yes, I had a lot of fun with him. It was a wonderful experience, but it's the person that stays. Sandy Knapper, I'm not sure what I just walked in on, but I can't look away. Well,
wow.
So actually, folks, for everybody watching, Sandy Netburn is an amazing up-and-coming artist. Just released her first album, and she actually will be one of the guests this evening.
yes.
Wait and see.
Sweet.
And maybe, just maybe, if we are very sweet to her, she might even sing you a song off the album. I don't know.
Ooh.
We'll see. We'll have to wait and see.
Why you got to put her on the spot like that, Ben?
Because she's an up-and-coming artist. Isn't that what we're supposed to do?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jagz, when you're a singer and you get on any kind of a show, you're always prepared to sing a song just in case. That's just part of the business.
All right. Fair enough.
I mean, he's got 2 tracks of mine just in case someone doesn't show up. I have 2 songs to sing in case we need to fill time.
I mean, I've been interviewing musicians for a long ass fucking time. That's what my show is about, is interviewing musicians. And I've only had one ever. And we're going into our 5th season. And I've only had one do anything, which was amazing because it happened to be Bumblefoot, who was the guitarist for Guns N' Roses for 8 years and has played with a million different people. Actually, he's working on a project with, I can't say on air. Never mind. I can't say.
Jagz,
I can tell y'all afterwards.
Jagz, have me on. I'll come on and sing. I'll sing jazz so well your nose ring will fall out of the excitement.
So we actually have a guest that just popped in, and he popped in right on time. It's 4:20 his time. Do you want to introduce Geoffrey, or do you want me to do it?
You do it.
No, I meant Jeff Homan.
Oh, you said Geoffrey. That's me.
Oh,
you want to? Well, I don't have a list.
I guess. Well, you can't. Oh, you can't see who's down in the corner. So never mind. I'll do it. This man has been killing it with indie films. He's worked with the names like Richie Ramone, Mark Dodson, and a few others.
Now I know who it is.
He is one of the first guys that ever carried our comic book in his shop. He's a fucking MMA fighter and a kick-ass tattoo artist to boot. Let's bring him in. Who is it, Jeff?
It's Robbie Lopez.
Damn right.
Hey, what's happening?
How you doing, brother?
What's going on, brother?
Hey, Merry Christmas, guys. What's shaking?
Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Well, if you caught the beginning of the show, apparently their balls are shaking.
It's been such a wild time. I completely forgot, and I looked down. I just got done with the appointment. I looked at your message. I was like, oh shit, that's right. We're doing that at like 4:20 today. New Year's in the afternoon for me. How about that? So we're doing it. We got a hoot. We're coming off some great news. We got a movie that's just heading commercially to streaming everywhere now, called Robert Corbin Master Monster Movie Maker. It's my ode to my hero Roger Corman. It's just a bunch of extra credit shit we do. That isn't even one of our big titles coming out. It's just something that I'm trying to do. And then our deal that has you guys in it, Convention Creeps 2, Return to the Creeps. Just another fun in-house documentary. We're getting getting that all booted up to head to streaming too, and that'll be everywhere. It's going to be annoying for folks. So, because these aren't even our like, movies, these are documentaries and fun shit and anthologies. So, just little appetizers in between the features coming out.
Right. You need to get some of these into the Palm Springs Film Festival. Give you a reason to come out here.
For sure. I would love that. Strange Toys is premiering in the UK the 23rd of January, and that's like tripping me out. They're like so stoked about it. They've been doing all this shit for it, and I'm like, damn. In my head, I'm like 5 movies away from how long ago we did that film, and it's coming out now finally. The deal I set up with that, it's going to be in Walmart's in physical media form too, and that's blowing my mind. I'm like, what year are we in? They're doing fucking DVDs of a movie? Like, that's weird. Okay. I love it. Like, because it's usually me doing the DVDs of our movies and selling them. But like, you're gonna put it in Walmart? Fucking rip it, dude. There's some aunts and cousins somewhere that's a sign of achievement. They're like, fuck yeah. And I know the cast loves being able to pick up the DVD or something and take the social media pictures. Like, oh my god, I'm in it. That's a fun film.
Oh, fuck. Me and Jeff still do that. We still have, I think we have like 4 or 5 copies of Texas Death Trippin' left. That's it.
Nice. Dude, I still put the fucking The Toking Dead. You have to bleep that out. I still put that hat on people all the time and stuff that we're still, even stuff we filmed like a month ago. Like, I've got a guy in it in the background, or they don't even know. And I'm just like, oh yeah, this is part of it's in our costume wardrobe. It's so fun.
Do you need some more premieres to hand out to your folks?
Yeah, for sure, man.
We'll get some down here.
When's your guys' when's the next episode of the cartoon and shit happening? When's this all going down? I loved what I've seen so far and stuff. It's exciting.
Well, we finished that, and the issue 6 is what we concentrated on afterwards, and that's at the printer now. That should be in our hands in about 2 weeks.
Right. Yeah, and I'm about 2/3 of the way through writing the second novel.
Very cool. Very cool.
As far as the animation goes, it comes down to money. I mean, yeah, I mean, you know, because you do it too, so you know what it costs to run.
It's so time consuming to do it the way the way I do it too, that it's like, it's crazy. If someone actually wanted me to do like a series or something, like, or consecutive 25-minute episodes, it would have to be so much. It would take so much time. I'd have to hire out a team too that they'd have to pay for. Like, there's just no fucking way a human being could do that by themselves unless it's a passion project they work on, like stop motion for like 15 years, and then Netflix will be like, oh, we love it, we want 5 more seasons, and you're like, fuck. Now then you hire a full-blown Indian crew to back you up or something.
Right? Yeah, as long as Netflix is footing the bill.
Yes, because it is, for those out there in the world that don't know, cartoons look so much fun and they look so easy and this and that, and they're very digestible, right? We just eat them up and we want more. It could be 5 minutes and we're like, cool, where's the next 10 minutes of it? But what you don't realize is about every 10 seconds costs about $100. So it's crazy. Like, when you watch a 25-minute animated story that someone drew, and it takes 20-minute thing will take about 2 months, man, and that's working on it like it's your job every day or whatever. It could take longer if it's part-time.
12 hours a day. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, ours took 6 months to produce, but he did it all by himself, everything, including the underscore, the whole 9 yards, the underscore and all that shit. And it was $8,000.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that sounds right, dude. He actually gave you a deal. He did it about $3,000 cheaper than normal. That's actually a pretty good deal.
That's why it's so much fun to watch the old Rocky and Bullwinkle and Underdog cartoons. They were made on the cheap in Mexico and in Asia. And Bullwinkle's antlers disappear, and Rocky turns different colors, because that's all they could afford to pay for. And that's what aired. They aired it just the way they got it. They couldn't fix it. And it's even more fun that way to see all the mistakes, because they did it so cheaply.
I know. I've been stuck on watching the old, if you guys remember, the old X-Men series from like the early 90s.
Of course.
They went and they went and like redid it a little bit.
Oh, the
I've been,
X-Men
like,
93
rewatching it.
thing. Yeah.
And so it's like it's interesting to watch, like, because I remember watching the original series whenever I was a kid, and then going back and watching the new remastered version of it, and I'm just like, damn, that shit wasn't there before. Oh shit, that's kind of cool. Like, you can see what they were trying to do, and they could only do so much because it was so old. But you can sit there and think about how much time, because like I do editing and all this other shit, and I know how much time it takes me just to do like a lyric video for a band. You're talking, you know, the last band I did a video for, I put in like 62 hours of editing for a 3.5 minute song.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Sounds about right.
Got some of these movies going on, 8 months of fucking doing effects editing and shit on them. It's so annoying, man. But
you're talking about a full movie anywhere from an hour and a half to 2 hours. That's a lot of fucking time.
But you know what? It's worth it just for every person that wishes that you commit suicide or tells you that it's bullshit that's online. It's worth it for all their little for their hopes and dreams. You spend all this time and money on it, rush it out there just for some asshole to be like, this fucking sucks. You should fucking, it's like, all right, man. I get it. You live in your mom's basement. You got to take it out on someone. You get a rush of serotonin talking shit online. It's great, but is it making a movie? Yeah, is making a movie really ever that bad? Like, we tried to do something. Like, it's better than doing nothing. Like, we're trying, buddy.
There's a script for you, Robbie.
So
the
I love it.
Keyboard Warrior Massacre.
Oh, that's a good idea. Someone's killing these people. Yeah, that would be great, huh?
I've been in a bunch.
What was he involved with? Oh, he was in these chat rooms. They link it to a chat room. Oh, what was that? Oh, like a Reddit thing. That could be fun.
Right.
Yeah.
I've been in a bunch of independent films, and
This is the third parent's basement we've been to with a decapitated body. They all live
all good. They're all good in their own way.
Yeah.
Right.
The
Yeah,
fucking
for
laser
sure.
beam shoots out of their camera, cuts their head off.
Yeah.
Every
for sure.
shitty movie I've been a part of, it's been a fucking blast.
Exactly.
Like, it doesn't matter how shitty it was still fucking fun.
And they find the right people. They'll find their right audience, even if it's something I can't fucking stand. There's someone out there that gets a kick out of it. You know what I mean? Let alone, my failures and then my good shit. Like you said, there's something for everybody out there. So there's no reason to just, other than to get that dash of serotonin, because life's kind of rough. So you need to just take it out on someone out there. There's no reason to really be a hater with shit like this. I feel like if you're doing your own thing, then you don't have time to worry about.
But Robbie, every artist since day one has had to deal with this. This is not something new. It
For
isn't
sure.
Chat rooms and internet. Yeah, there's a new way to do it.
Uh-huh.
But people have been
For
throwing
sure.
shade on other people.
It's just so easy to do it anonymously now that they just it's crazy. They do it for that pop of like to feel good because maybe they had a rough day. So I feel for them. If I could offer that, fucking A, man. Because those same people, if you see them live at conventions, they fucking love you. And then they realize, like, oh man, did a year ago, did I write a comment online randomly? Like, who knows if that really happened? But, it's cool. It's all good. If I could offer that amongst the other shit, whatever people could get out of me, that's the kind of person I am nowadays. So it's all good.
So real quick, we still got like 10 minutes with you anyways, but how's your family doing?
Oh, good. Real good,
Wife and kids are all doing really good.
Of course, growing by the day.
Right.
I got a militia that I'm tending to. We're growing our own. What now?
How old are your kids?
Well, I have a 22-year-old. I know I look really young. I have a 22-year-old. I have a 15-year-old. And I have an 8-year-old or a 9-year-old. Sorry, she's growing so big on me. So that's my 3 girls, and then my 3 boys are 8, 5, and 2.
Holy crap!
Yeah, man. Yeah. And
Yeah.
we would probably be having another one about now. Like we'd be like broadcasting that there's another one on the way, but we decided to take. I decided, and we agreed that we were going to take about at least a 3-year hiatus of not having a baby crying and stuff, because it seems to keep following the same formula. As soon as they're out of our bed and sleeping in their own bed and not waking up and crying, then there's another one on the way. So we're going to enjoy dating again and spend a little bit more of that time together now that our kids are a little bit more independent and the older ones are really kicking ass. My 15-year-old boxes with me. My 8-year-old boy boxes with me. So I got a girl and a boy that are having some of their first fights this year. We might even be on the same card together on some of them. It's just really cool, man. It's really cool. I couldn't imagine being this fucking rich in my head at life. I feel like a millionaire because of when it comes to family. Paying bills is one thing, but the other boxes, I got it checked off. We got it under control. My kids are my best friends.
How many do you want altogether?
Oh, I would, if I was, financially, if I was like Walt Disney or some shit and it didn't matter or whatever, like money wise or financial responsibility, I would have as many as God would let me, dude. As old as I got. I mean, I'd have fucking 38 if we could. Look at all the old school kings and shit throughout history. It is because they had a bunch of kids. You don't have a kid. What stories are going to be told about you? Like when you leave this world and people are cleaning out your house, your shit just goes into a box or to a storage unit or to Goodwill if you don't have anyone for it to go to. If you got 10, 15 kids, like you live for like 150 more years after you're dead easily,
Boy,
so to
boy,
me,
you're
I
making me
think
feel
that,
really good.
I think that is how you,
What was that,
I think
Jeff?
that's,
I said, he's making me feel real good. I have no kids.
but if you could go back, would you have as many as you could now?
We were not able to. That was the problem.
Right. So that's out of your hands. But so if you could, you would probably. You're a softie like me. You would probably.
We wanted to. We did our thing, but it just wasn't.
I never wanted kids, and I still don't have kids, and I'm 42, and I don't want nothing to do with it.
Yeah, dude.
And I'm a great grandfather, so there.
Hell yeah, that's
I'm
awesome.
an uncle. I'm an uncle. That's good enough.
If everybody played baseball, there'd be no fucking people to watch baseball, right? So like I said, with the movies, everything, there's someone and something there for everyone. So for some reason, of all things, like that's the role I kind of had always had in me, and I had to realize, and I fell into.
Robbie, may I humorously quote a line from one of my favorite plays, Electricity?
Yeah, of course.
In reference to having more than 6 kids with one woman, remember, it's a vagina, not a clown car.
Yeah. I've heard a lot. I've heard a lot of that. And, it's amazing
I
that
take credit for the line. It's not mine, but I love the line.
No, I love that one too. You hear it all when you have a bunch of kids. We're Roman Catholic, so that's part of the thing. It's in my blood. No matter what I try to resist, I'm gonna have babies just talking about it. She's probably pregnant now. No, but so it's fun, man. It's fun, and it keeps me on my toes. I don't really drink or party or anything, anymore nowadays. So all my spare time when I'm not focused on working on movies and animation and shit and tattooing and fighting is with my kids. And now I'm integrating them into making movies and fighting and tattooing. My daughter, the 15-year-old's dabbling in tattooing. She'll be tattooing before her birthday in July. She'll be full-blown tattooing. Right now she's doing apprentice tattoos on family members and stuff and getting it worked out. Yeah. Pretty cool.
That is cool. Cool.
Yeah. And it's kind of a testament to my old lady too. My wife too, because I'm still very much so attracted to her. Otherwise, who knows? I might have only had one kid with her or something. You know what I mean? But still, as odd as that is, with all the hot chicks out there in the world or whatever, she still gets my goat, man. I like her. So there's something to be said about that, There's something to be said about that.
Rob. Such a gift.
Yeah, right? Yeah, no shit, right? I mean, and it's not because I was raised that way or something. I just got kind of lucky that we synced up like that. It's been about 11 years now. I think we're going on our maybe a 11th anniversary in about a month. So, yeah.
But she's not bringing that to you because you can't remember the anniversary.
Yeah, well, I don't think I would have said that on air, but
Hey, whatever.
Oh no, I know when it is. I'm just saying. I was thinking of what day it is today, and then like, oh yeah, it's about a month away. It's February 4th, so it's like right there. So.
There you go. Hey, David Dominguez, glad you're with us and glad we're making you laugh.
Right?
I love David.
Now I fucking brought the vibe down with all this damn monogamous shit and like children. Ugh. Anyway, boobs, zombie sluts, strip club, slaughterhouse, exploitation film. All right, I still know how to party. It's guts, it's tits, it's blood, it's fucking rock and roll. It's insane. It's gonna be really fun. I had never did a zombie film. You guys are zombie people. I didn't even realize I had never did a zombie film before. And dudes, I got some shit on camera that I had never got to experience myself. Like there is parts where the horde is like ripping these girls apart and stuff, like a horde, like a wall of people, and it looks like fucking sausage or like hamburger being made, like ground up. Like it's like moving. It's so surreal. I was like, wow, this is nuts. This is something different for me. And I loved it. It's really exciting how that one turned out. So can't wait. We cut a lot of heads off, but just a couple of these girls get like eviscerated by like 25 fucking like zombies at once. And they're just pulling every part of them until there's just nothing, and they're all and just they're all so smashed in. It's like a wall of fucking heads and shit. And like, yeah, everyone's like just so much blood. It was really, really messy. Never used that much blood. We've never been that messy. We literally hosed down the whole place in a whole parking lot full of blood and all this shit. It was wild. It's fake money and blood everywhere down the street in the ghetto.
That is awesome, bro. But we are coming up on time for our next guest. Yep. So, what's new for Robbie in the new year?
What's new, pussycat? Whoa, whoa. Yeah, we're getting ready to film An American Werewolf in Traffic in March. And it's when you guys see these werewolves, it's the coolest thing I've ever did to date as far as special effects and stuff. And there might be more than one of them is really fucking cool. So these guys are gnarly though. Don't let the silly name fool you. That's the point. We want to get the clickbait name and all that shit. But when you guys see the werewolf, you guys shit a brick. It's gonna be awesome.
And the follow-up will be An American Werewolf at Starbucks.
Yeah, right? If I could find a way.
Get the corporate tie-in, and then you'll have your money to make the film.
Yeah. Right. So Donald Farmer's Debbie Does Demons. That's a great name. That's a name that you got to click on when you see it.
I just watched that today.
Yeah, so that's a name you got to click on when you see it, no matter what kind of movie it is, because you're like, oh, damn, everyone knows what Debbie Does Dallas is. Let's see Debbie Does Demons.
You've heard about the Jewish horror film, right? Debbie Does Dishes?
That's funny. Damn.
Oh, shit. But folks, we got to let Robbie go. It's New Year's Eve. We don't want to keep people too long. And our next guest is ready to roll. So, brother, thank you so much for joining us.
Hey, thanks for talking to me, guys. Jeff, love you, buddy. Thank you, guys.
I think maybe this summer we'll get you on for another full episode. I'm trying to bring back everybody from season 1.
Sure, whatever you want, man. I'm going to be on the Rhonda Shear show later this summer too. The Up All Night lady. So hell yeah, we'll be doing it. All right, guys. Happy New Year, rock and roll, 2026.
Hey, same to you, brother.
Let's do more in 2026. Later. Fuck AI. Fuck AI. Make art. The resistance. Or I don't know, something like that, right? Young people words. Young people babble. All right.
Well,
Well, okay.
right. But yeah, our next guest is backstage. We met her a couple years ago. Inspiring artist, strumming her guitar at a convention, and I was like, wow, this girl's got the whole package. She's going to go somewhere. And I looked at her dad. I said, I hope you're ready for what's to come. Well, I ran into,
She was still playing with dolls.
she was still playing with dolls because she's a ventriloquist as well.
Yes.
cool.
But took a hard turn into the music industry and literally just released her first album, and it actually kicks ass. So before we bring her in, I just want to bring up this. Website's right there, folks. I'll bring it up again for you, but the website's right there. Did you hear me? The website is right there. So anyway, Mr. Homan, I believe you know who our next guest might be.
Oh,
Well, yeah, you just fucking
Sandy.
pulled it up on the
You
damn
pulled it up on
screen.
the screen. Yes, Sandy. How are you?
Why do you think I did it? So he wouldn't mispronounce the name.
What? How would I? Sandy? What am I going to say? Damn Sandy?
So let's
Sandy
welcome.
Netburn. Bring her in.
There she is.
Oh,
Well, she's muted.
Mike.
Did I fix
There you
it?
go.
No,
There
she's
it is.
not.
Oh,
Yay! Hi, how's it going?
good.
And at
How you
least-
I
doing,
thought-
sweetie?
I thought
At
you were
least
pulling
you
some
and I both
ventriloquist
got-
stuff.
At least
Oh
you and I both got the
Everyone's
memo
talking
about
all
the
at
sequence.
once. Ah! Who am I supposed to answer?
All of us.
Okay, all right, let's do
Oh.
it again. All right, everybody single file. Who wants to go first?
Mr. Mark.
I'm glad you got the memo about the sequence. Nobody else.
Oh
did.
yes, absolutely. It's New Year's Eve. I wanted
Of
to look
course.
good. I don't know why. I don't know. I have no
You look,
explanation.
you
but
look great, Sandy.
thank you so much. So do you.
Thank you.
I'm wearing
Absolutely.
sequins. You just can't see them.
Where?
Oh, I'm not going to tell.
Okay,
they
all
must-
right. That's fair
It
enough.
must be very small sequins then.
And they're for later.
Oh my God. Jesus
All right,
Christ.
So we're not here to talk about Mr. Homan's sequence tonight.
Oh no, it's been a great show so far, guys. It's been very very
Entertaining.
great. Yes, that's the word. Entertaining. Very entertaining.
So, gentlemen, have at it.
Gentlemen. So how's the new album doing? Is it doing well?
I think it's doing well. We can ask it. No, it's doing great. You know, I'm so excited about this. I didn't even know at the beginning of this year that I'd be releasing an album. It started out as an EP, and then I just had enough songs, and we just did it, and it's just so exciting.
You know, the thing that, going back when we first met you, it was a couple of years ago. And what intrigued me about you is your love for the older music, my generation music.
That's my jam. That's my jelly.
That's your jam, the 70s and into the 80s, some 60s, I believe.
Yes.
But it's
yes.
very, very unusual for somebody of your age to even know who half of those people are.
I'm very lucky to have parents who decided to introduce me to it. I mean, it worked out good for me. I think I have good music taste.
So who are some of these people who inspired you? Said, now I'm very curious because that's my type of music. So
Really?
well, I mean, I go back to the 30s from the last century. Who inspired you?
Past life?
Seriously, who inspired you?
Well, it started out with Jimmy Page. I heard Stairway to Heaven, and my dad said, you should learn how to play that. And I didn't even know how to play the guitar back then. So that's really when I started playing guitar. So I owe so much to Jimmy Page, and he doesn't even know it. But I'm a big Styx fan, and Jim Steinman is a gigantic inspiration for writing. But there's so much more than that. Honestly, I could just sit here for like hours and hours and tell you how much I love so much music. But those have been, like, especially now in writing, those are my biggest influences.
So, folks, you can follow Sandy online and see all those inspirations because I think it's like at least once a day she's got an album in her hand. Like, This is what I'm listening to.
This is the
This
album
is what
of
I'm
today.
getting. Yeah,
I remember
this is what I'm
seeing
listening to.
REO Speedwagon and all that kind
Yes!
of stuff. Yep.
Yes, REO
Yep.
Speedway. Oh my gosh, how did I just pass over REO Speedwagon? What the heck? What the heck?
Yeah, what's wrong with you? How could you do that? No, I'm just
You
kidding.
know,
I don't
and
know, really, genuinely.
I mean, when I was your age, those are the concerts I was going to.
Oh,
Styx,
that's
REO,
so cool.
REO Speedwagon and Journey and all of those people. Yep.
Oh,
I'm
that's
actually
Journey?
going to see Journey in like 2 months.
No way. Oh my
Well,
gosh, that's
they're
crazy.
coming to my area, and I've never got to see them. So they've been kind of like on my bucket list, and I'm like, well, it's their last ever tour, so
Is it
I'm like,
really?
well, fucking
there's
yeah,
no-
it's their last tour
There's
ever.
no Steve Perry though.
Yeah, they're
But
done.
the guy
I
that
don't
has
know.
name for him is really
don't know.
incredible. I
I
mean,
know,
I
I
haven't
did-
seen him live, but he sounds so much like him.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, I saw Journey 7 times back in the day when Steve Perry was there and they were doing their thing.
Well,
They
see,
were
like
always
Journey's
on.
one of the ones that was on. Like I've seen Boston, and I've seen Styx like 3 or 4 times, and I've seen a bunch of REO Speedwagon. I've seen Leonard Skinner, but I've never seen Journey. So at this point, I'm like, I have to fucking go. And my parents are a big Journey fan, so I was like, look, I could get tickets. Let's fucking go because this is our last chance to get to do this.
Yeah, absolutely. That's crazy cool. Wow, you've seen all the good ones.
Sandy, how old are you, dear?
Me? I'm 18.
How,
Good God Almighty.
how- so I got started in show business professionally at 15.
Yeah.
Really?
So there is, I know 20 or 30. I know just about every former child star there is, because we were all from the same, experiences. How did you know you had something to share? At what moment did you say, this is what I'm supposed to be doing? For me, I was 2 years old and I figured it out.
That's crazy.
There's never been anything else for me. Just there's show business and there's everything else, and everything else is nice, but I'm about the show. How did that happen for you?
So I mean, it's interesting because I never thought of it as like an actual career path. It was always just like, this is what I do. I want to be a ventriloquist. I'll be a ventriloquist. I want to get into music. I'll play music. For as long as I can remember, my siblings and I, we had the iPods growing up, so we would make movies and videos all the time. It's just kind of what we did. It was just kind of like playtime. And I loved it so much. And one day, I don't even remember who it was, but I just remember someone saying, like, what if you were to make a career out of playing guitar? Isn't that like something you want to do? And I was like, well, that's interesting. I mean, if I can make that the rest of my life, absolutely. And it started with that, and just kind of expanded. And I'm hoping that it continues to get bigger and better, and that I get better at what I do.
And as a vent, who inspired you?
Event. What's event?
I'm sorry, show business talk for ventriloquist.
Oh, that's really bad that I don't know that. I'm like,
Most people don't, unless you're. It's okay. You're 18. You are still able to learn stuff yet. It's all right. You can't.
I know, but I've been doing this since I was like 10, and I've been a fan of it before that. What was the question?
Among the ventriloquists, who inspired you?
Jeff Dunham.
Of course. I knew that was coming.
That's my hero. That is the guy. Okay, all right. It was Barney Rubble. My dad and I were watching the Flintstones when I was really, really young. It's like so foggy in the back of my mind. And I remember looking at him and saying, that's not real, because people can't talk with their mouths closed. And he said, actually, yes. And he went online and he couldn't remember Jeff Dunham's name. And he was just Googling and trying to get the description of Peanut so he could show him to me, just like I was so little. And he was like, what language? It's fine. And he showed it to me. And I remember the first thing I said to him was, there's curse words in this. And he said, just put that to the side. Watch what he's doing. And I was totally hooked. It was just the most amazing thing to me. And I was so young that I didn't know how to go about pursuing it and like actually learning the skill, but I never forgot about it. And then when I was 10, I think I decided I'm gonna do this. That's the story. Ta-da!
There is a
Ta-da!
documentary being edited as we speak about the great Shari Lewis. Do you have any idea who she is?
Yeah, Lamb Chop. That's so
course.
cool. I didn't know this.
Now, I'm a personal friend of Lamb Chops.
Of Lamb Chops. Wow.
Of
Okay.
course. Oh, I've known Lamb Chop for years, and I've met Jerry Mahoney and Knucklehead Smith, and I know these people. I've met Charlie McCarthy because of my interest in ventriloquism, and just I got to know these folks.
I didn't know this. I didn't even. Wow.
Well, you know what? I don't know that
museum?
I don't know that I've ever talked about this before because I've never interviewed someone who did this, so it never came up before.
I'm the
But,
first. Wow. Golly.
Mallory Lewis, Shari's daughter, is continuing doing the characters. And
Yes.
she's keeping Hush Puppy and Lamb Chop and Charlie Horse alive, and she does it brilliantly. Mallory has made the decision to make them more adult, to be able to go and work in the 21st century. And I'm not kidding you. Lamb Chop has offered me a blowjob. So
Oh my God.
that is what Shari has chosen to do with these friends of hers, is make them more accessible and more adult. Can you tell us about your friend, the friend you created? I mean, you had to create a voice and a character and a puppet.
Are we talking about my puppet friend Anna Lynn?
Yes.
Okay, here, I'll show you. I don't know. Can you see this on there? She's on the cover of the album. Right, yeah. There, right there. that's Anna Lynn. She was my first real character. I wanted someone to fight with. So that's really why I developed her personality to be the way it is, and I think that's probably what most ventriloquists do, because you're considering what you're gonna write for that character and things like that, and you need conflict. So she's just kind of a brat. So yeah, that's pretty much her. I actually have moved away from the idea of really, I mean, most ventriloquists do like comedy or singing, and I realized at some point I don't write funny. I sing with my mouth open. So really what I do now with her is I do podcasts, we do interviews, and she does the interview. She conducts the interview. So yeah.
So,
Excellent.
speaking of singing with your mouth open, do you want to perform one of your releases?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Grab the guitar. Do it.
This is Brian. Oh man, you know what? I was like totally prepared to sing, and I don't know what I'm gonna sing. I guess I should sing the one that everyone kind of wants to hear. This is a song I wrote called "I've Got Issues." I'm almost at the one year anniversary of writing this song, so check it out. I've got issues, and you have no clue just how severe. I'm not afraid of the bloodiest wars, but I'll run from the mirror. People cry up loneliness, but I think it's all a fallacy. 'Cause I never get a moment to feel like I'm alone when the voices in my head whisper obscenities to me, and I got problems. Oh yes I do. I'm a basket case with a screw loose. I've lost in a blown of views before, so the lights might be on, but no one's gonna answer the door. I've got issues, you bet I do. I wouldn't get involved in this mess if I were you. I'm very high maintenance, I could snap at any moment, so you might wanna leave before my issues become yours too. I'm not crazy, no, I don't like that term. Just a little off my rocker, a few ashes short of an urn. You shouldn't have committed when I'm already so dedicated. I might be nuts, but that ain't your problem until you decide to make it. And I got problems, so yes I do. I'm a basket case with a screws. I've lost it, I've blown a fuse before. So the lights might be on, but no one's gonna answer the door. No one's gonna answer the door. Thank you so much.
Do you know, first of all, young lady, you are remarkably talented.
Oh, thank
But
you
you
so much.
remind me of someone, not exactly in the way you sing, but in your energy and the way my friend, late Phoebe Snow. You know who Phoebe Snow was?
I don't.
Look her up. Google Phoebe Snow. She's not with us any longer, but she is a female singer of the 70s and who sang this kind of music. And comparing you to her is a huge compliment to you.
Okay, I'll check it out. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. No, you're wonderful. Absolutely wonderful.
Thank you. I
It's
really
always an honor to be compared to somebody you know nothing about.
Well, at 18, I mean, she's got a valid excuse.
You
Oh,
are
yeah,
so lucky there's
absolutely.
an 18-year-old girl in the room because I had to come back for you, baby. Anyway,
So,
so Sandy,
again,
you have management and stuff?
Sure, yeah.
No.
her,
Yeah, I have stuff. I have what? Yeah, I do. I have. Yep,
her,
And a publicist and all that jazz?
I do. You know, nobody's ever asked me that before, so I didn't know what the proper inflection was to answer with, and it was so that was my first time.
It was the perfect reaction. Of
Did
course
you
I
enjoy
did.
it? Okay, good.
No,
so
because you've got it, young lady. You've got
Oh,
it. And I
she
want to see
does.
you be able to take it as far as you can go.
No, thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
So again, folks, we only got like a minute left with this amazingly talented young lady. Check her out, follow her online, go see her at a convention, and the website is right there. You can buy the CD, the lyric book. I mean, all I got to say is don't miss out on it, because when she becomes a superstar, that album that she's holding right now will probably be put into a closet somewhere and you won't be able to get it. And
Wow.
if you can, it's going to cost you a lot of fucking money.
And 50 years from now, when they're showing
Excuse my
clips
French.
from this show, oh, look where she was when she was 18. They're going to point to this show. So we're going to live forever now. Thank you so much.
So real quick, because our next guest is popped into the back. So we have a few seconds left with you. What is new for Sandy in the new year? Anything?
So I've got a couple of different things I'm doing here on Long Island. I'm playing a couple different venues. I have more things I can't say yet, but there will be more things. There's going to be a ton more that I'm going to do. This is my year of doing. There's going to be stuff happening, so there will be a lot of updates and more specifics on my Facebook page. But yeah, all I can say is that there's stuff happening.
I love it.
You're
Okay.
good.
Well,
She
yeah,
is good.
We'll see you in March, I'm assuming.
Yeah,
In Boxborough, yes.
yeah, I'll be there. I'm so excited for that. I love that show.
Folks, if you're in the Massachusetts area, Boxborough, what the hell
The
is it?
Northeast Comic Con.
I wanted you to do it. Thank you. I wanted you to do it. Gary Shalmas puts on a kick-ass show, guaranteed not boring. Sandy performs
Free parking.
Free parking, right? Free parking.
God dang, a con has free parking?
Great hotel. I mean, the hotel
That's amazing.
is off the
I love that hotel. It is gorgeous, that place. Ugh.
so. But we do have to let Sandy go. It's New Year's Eve.
Yes, it's true. I have to go celebrate. Ugh. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so grateful, really. Thank you so much.
Well,
Well,
Happy New
thank you.
Year. You have
Happy
a
New
safe
Year.
evening,
Oh, happy
okay?
right, yeah.
And Happy New
Stay
Year to
safe
you.
out
And
there.
I know your dad's probably watching, so Happy New Year to you, Barry, as well,
Oh,
and
they're
the
all
family.
watching.
Oh well,
Everyone.
the whole family. Then Happy New Year to all of you.
And we all say thank you.
I can hear them. They're all
Yeah,
laughing
you-
upstairs.
They are.
I know. So yeah, have a
Great.
great
Thank
one.
you so much. I don't
We'll
know how
see
to
you
exit
again.
this. Can you kick me out?
Sure. What?
Thank you.
What?
Bye.
Bye.
So
Well,
our
there's
next
a young
guest-
lady who's going to be a star.
Oh yeah, I said that when I met.
Yeah,
her.
she's fantastic.
Our next guest we had on the show. Oh God, probably 3 seasons ago now. He was going to come on last New Year's Eve, and I think he was told, no, you can't. You have to go out to dinner or something. I can't remember what it was, but he's known for being very fast. Any clue? Any clue? Any clue? No.
Now, how
No?
the fuck would we know?
Well, I
All
know he's
right.
coming, but go ahead.
So he could be Flash. I don't know, but let's bring him on, Mr. Charlie Schlatter.
Hello, Ben. Hello,
What's
Jeffrey.
happening?
Hello, Jeff.
Hey,
Hello,
what's
Jagz.
up?
Hey, Charlie.
How's it going, guys?
It's going well. How about yourself?
It's good. I was just watching your previous guest, and I remember having that much energy.
Right?
Once upon a time.
Well, at least you can still
Yeah.
remember that.
I know, honestly, like you become an old whore quick. I just remember being on talk shows and being, hi, and I got this coming up, and this guy, I look back at myself now and I think, God, what were you on? But I wasn't on anything. You're just in a good place, and she's in a good place, and she's
Yeah.
doing a con that I did also, that Northeast Comic Con. That's a fun
Yeah.
one. It is.
Yeah, it is. Gary puts on a great show. Jeff and I have been doing it off and on now for 7 years.
7 years, yeah.
And there's
Yes.
a singer they bring in there every year too. Do you know who I'm talking about? He's my size, a little guy, but he's kind of famous in that area. It'll come to me at the end of this interview.
Probably right after we kick you off.
The
Yeah,
first
he
person
does
that
he
popped
does a
in-
show there at the
Is
show.
that
He does
Cowbell Mark or something?
Mark.
that could be it.
I think it's
no.
Cow-
I wonder if it is it. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
I don't know. You could be onto something.
yeah, I think it's
question.
Cowbell Jeff Mark or something like that. It's weird.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
his name, Jeff. Yes.
Yeah.
Super nice guy, super great guy. Anyway, but let's talk about me.
Yes, please.
Yeah, let's do.
Well, if you want to, I mean, like we can.
I
if you
really don't.
want to. I mean,
It's the last thing I want to talk about is me.
Wow.
Anyway.
but you
what-
can like. Go ahead.
Nope.
Somebody say something. Holy fuck! What are you guys doing?
What is your latest,
They're freezing up in front of the Flash.
Go ahead, Jeffrey.
what is your latest project?
So there's a few things I've done. I normally I don't like to do much of anything these days, but I have done a few things, and I always forget to talk about them.
That's why I
What-
asked.
I thank you. There's a movie I'm in right now. It's called L.A. Jesus, and I couldn't tell you much about. Here's the thing, just so you guys know, my pattern of behavior is I just sort of work on something and then just go away, and I don't really follow me to see this is where the movie is or whatever. So I never know what the life is after a project. It's just in the the ether webs or whatever. Anyway, so I did this one. This film is called L.A. Jesus. It's it's a little independent film, but apparently I've been getting all these updates and invites to these festivals because apparently it's like winning a bunch of nice little awards at these festivals. So and I'm not in it very much. I think I just did a day on it, but I'm in the I'm in the head titles or whatever. I don't know why, but I am. And I'll just say that the people I worked with on it were very good. So that one's called L.A. Jesus. Then I did a horror film because I've always just said, it's like the one thing I've never really done. I've done things that are kind of close to being a horror film, but not like a slasher type thing where, the kids, they go to those conventions to see people in, horror films, that they have horror and I always want to go to those. Those people have lines out the door. It's crazy. And, they could have 2 lines and be stabbed in the throat with, an iceberg, and boom, they're making cash. Anyway, I did one with a guy named Thomas Churchill. That's the director of this thing. And so he does a lot of these fun things. I think Felissa Rose has been in things with him, and just really fun people. Talking about Long Island. I know that girl, she's from Long Island too. Anyway, and then there's another movie I did, which I got to be honest, I don't know what the hell's happening. It's really good. When I got this script, it was called The Untitled Dark Christmas Comedy. And this is about 2 years ago. I got this script, and I didn't get the whole script, but I got the sides and, the stuff that I would be auditioning with. And I thought, this is some of the funniest shit I've read in so long. And I play like this ex-child star who's just sort of gone bad. He's like everything that could go wrong with a child star, sex tape, just like bad stuff that's happened to him in his life, can't get arrested, whatever. But he happens to be in this one guy's favorite Christmas movie of all time. So this crazy man kidnaps me for his family to save Christmas, basically, to save his marriage, to save everything, Anyway, I have to be honest, it's very similar to a movie I did a million years ago called Heartbreak Hotel, where I kidnapped Elvis Presley to like save my mom. So now someone is kidnapping me to save their family. It's really weird. But the title now, it's called Ralph's Perfect Christmas. I'm not Ralph. I'm just the guy who gets kidnapped. But it has some really good people in it. Jill, the woman from Stepfather and Popcorn, Jill Schoen, very pretty. She was in, oh my God, I'm going to tell you right now, because I'm of that age now.
Where we have to Google things.
Yeah, we Google everything.
While you're looking it up,
Jill
what's it
Schoen.
like playing Scott Baio?
What's that?
What was it like playing Scott Baio?
I don't know. I've never played Scott Baio.
Your character is a little similar in some aspects.
Oh, yeah.
I was making a joke. This was humor
No.
coming at you.
No, that's an excellent joke. But my guy wasn't even as close to that fame as Scott Baio, because he was big. My guy was just like a guy who just couldn't really get traction after being in his little Christmas movie about the alien that saved Christmas, whatever. But Jill Schoen, that's the woman. She's in it. She's really great. Bill Mumy is in it. Angela Cartwright. Susan.
I know Bill and Angie.
They're great. Yeah. So they're in it. And the guy who's the star of it, he's actually the producer. He and his wife really just I think wanted to jumpstart his career, and so they commissioned someone to create this script for him. And he just sort of surrounded himself with people that he felt comfortable with. And for some reason, I fit the bill. But we don't know, I think there's like still looking for distribution. So
I'm hearing really good things about it.
Honestly, we'd sit and we'd watch like the dailies and whatever. And like I said, the script was really good. All the actors were good. It was really dark, really funny. So and it's sort of like its own genre too. It's like, I love going to those movies where, was it Sinners that I was watching the other day? That you don't know, like, what the hell is this movie? Am I allowed to laugh? Is this supposed to be funny or sad? So it is. It's one of those like just crazy little movies that
those are the best.
Yeah. Who knows? It could have a cult following. It may never see the light of day. That's
I
the
think
other
it's
thing.
going to.
I can't tell that to the producers because this is going to be big. This is going to be. We all, it's because it's their baby, and you can't say something about something.
Charlie, can I geek out with you for 1 second?
Yeah, geek on, man.
It's very very timely. Could we just talk a couple of minutes about Dick Van Dyke, please?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Just turned 100, and you got to work with him a lot. on Diagnosis Murder. So
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. For a long time, I think I did like 6 seasons, which is like over the course of maybe 8 years with him. And yeah, honestly, man, he was just the best. And I knew it. Like it wasn't. This isn't something where years later I think, gosh, what a treat that was, huh? No, it's like I knew it. Every second being in that man's presence was like just an insane gift. And he was just the most selfless person, so gracious. He would come to my daughter's dance recitals, my son's baseball games, all that. He was this guy that you never wanted to ask anything, from, because he would give it to you. So it's like, no, don't bother him. He'll do it. He's too kind. He was just so nice, but always singing, always dancing. I know he has a book out now about, how to make it to 100, and he's the proof's in the pudding. I mean, he really he walks the walk, or in this case, dances the dance. The guy's
Right.
always moving. He freaking loves life. It's crazy. And
Yeah.
so, people always say, like, because, I did a thing with George Burns a million years ago, too, another guy who lived past 100. And, people say, oh, what would you learn from him? What did he teach you? And they never really, like, sit you down and teach you, but you're just like a student of that person. And you sit and you watch them and you think, oh, my God, my life can be that good at 70, at 80, at 90, if you just kind of have this outlook, and you learn to let things roll a little bit. You learn not to take it so seriously. You go into that meeting with Dick as an angry young man, but you come out like this wise little Yoda. It's kind of nice. Not that wise. I'll never be that wise, but it is. It's just, you just get insight from following. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know if you guys golf at all, but you never want to be the best golfer in your foursome. You just want to learn from those other guys that are so much better than you, and they don't teach you, but you watch them. You just pick up those hints. Like, so that's how you treat a server in a restaurant. That's how you don't get angry at a flat tire. That's
Right.
all these things. He was just a lesson every day. So God bless him.
Absolutely. And my Scott Baio joke, I don't know if you guys, Charlie got it immediately. Charlie replaced Scott on the show. That's why I made the joke.
Yep.
So I have to ask, me being a big comic book fan, how did you fall into doing stuff with like the DC animation and becoming Flash?
I don't know, to be honest with you. Like the first time I did it, it was, and I think it's like the first time the Flash was actually recorded as a character in anything. He had been around, but never, I don't think was a recorded character until I did a series with Tim Daly and Marion Ross, and I think that was the Superman series. They have like that famous race scene. And I think at that point, I don't think I was doing a lot of cartoon stuff at that time, which, I think worked to my advantage, because I think sometimes they like to hire people that aren't your, same stable of guys who do this and that.
Right.
So at that point, I was doing a lot of on-camera stuff, and I think whoever the casting was and director, it was Andrea Romano, but I think they were the ones who said, this guy kind of sounds like maybe he should. So it was one of those things. I don't even know if I auditioned. That might have just been like an offer at that time. It might have been an audition. I don't know. Like, things aren't getting clearer in life. And maybe I did audition for it, but I just remember when that was gifted to me, I just thought, God, this is really cool. Like, because the Flash always was my favorite. I'm not a huge comic book geek. I'm not there. I liked the mainstream comics, the Supermans, this and that, a lot of the DC stuff, but the Flash was definitely my favorite. And I think just because I liked red, I think I just liked his outfit was just so killer.
We can thank Carmine Infantino for that, who designed the original costume.
Oh, okay. Look at that. So anyway,
and just for our DC friends out there, I hear you, DC friends. The Flash did have a voice in the 60s on the Superman, Aquaman Hour of Adventure, but just like a line here, a line there. There was no characterization at all.
Oh,
As
okay.
far as a characterization for Flash, you are the first.
Oh, that's cool to know. Okay, because I remember watching Aquaman, which we called Aquaman back in
Yes.
New Jersey.
Yeah, and Brooklyn also, yes.
Yeah, it was Aquaman. So yeah, I remember watching that as a kid because I'm born '66. So yeah, it was probably playing in the '70s, I would imagine.
It was playing while you were being born.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it goes back. It goes back.
I've seen all the animated series that Charlie was the voice of the Flash. So that's like, as soon as y'all said his name, I was like, oh shit, it's Flash.
Right. But you got to understand, for our viewers, Charlie's done a lot of other shit too, voicing.
Oh,
Right.
He's done like Ben 10, G.I. Joe Renegades. He's done a ton of video game shit. So
Yeah.
I think that little Yoda joke was for the animation that might be coming up, folks.
Who
You know,
knows?
maybe I don't know. Hey, I'm
Who
just throwing it out
knows?
there to the universe. Let's see what happens.
knows?
Don't
Not
fuck with
what
me on
comes
Star
soon.
Wars because you know I'm a huge Star Wars fanatic. Don't
Dude, I would
don't tease me like that.
I would love to cash in on that. Those guys, honestly, like my friends that are in the Star Wars clone cartoon series.
Clone Wars.
Whenever they're at one of these Comic-Con, they have a line out the door and just people
Yeah.
like Princess
But
Leia. and-
Charlie, you're being very humble because those of us who work in the industry know voice work is one of the most closed worlds in show business.
It is, yeah.
To get hired to do any kind of voice acting, but especially cartoons, you
Right.
either have to have the best agent in the world, or I won't make any sex jokes. You got to have something to bring, or, which is your case, you've got to be so talented they have to have you.
I know about that part,
Bob
but-
Bergen's a really good friend of mine. Who's
he's-
Porky Pig.
And there's no mistake why that guy works as much as he does, and he is a class act. He is such a
Yeah.
gentleman, and I love that guy. He's
Well, Charlie,
such a,
take those compliments and put them on yourself. That's why you work so much.
well, thanks. He's a good man, but you're right in the sense that it is very compact. It's very incestuous in a way.
Yes.
But a lot of times, but I'll tell you, there's almost never a time when you're sitting in a group of people that are doing this where you go, how did that guy get the job? Or no, it's like everyone is real. There've been a couple times where I'm like, wow, really? This guy? But for the 99.9% of the time, it's people that are your Rob Paulsons, Jeff Bennett's, Jess Harnell's, Maurice. It goes down to Bradley Baker.
And you mentioned Andre
Mark.
Romano, who's a brilliant casting director.
The
Brilliant.
best casting and just the best voice director. One of the best voice directors I've ever worked with, and it was always such a pleasure to watch her not direct me. That's always great, obviously, when you're in that one-on-one and she's trying to get something from you. But when you watched her trying to get a performance out of somebody who was either struggling or didn't know exactly, and you would just watch this whole little cat and mouse thing happen, and she would get that performance from that person. And it was just, the payoff was always so great with her. She was so good.
I agree with you 100%. I never was able to break into that genre of stuff.
Yeah.
But I got to know people like June Foray and Chuck McCann and so many people who do all these amazing voices. And the stories you hear about the sessions and how
the sessions were the best, and they're not like that anymore, though.
I know.
For the people who don't know what our sessions used to be like, it was like a radio play. It would be like, the five of us sitting around with our script and a music stand, and we would do our characters and make our fart noises and all that stuff. And then, you're done. You kind of go home. Then it sort of became like, maybe let's just get two of these guys at a time. It was more of a control thing. And I get it. That's totally fine. And then a lot of times you do it by yourself. You're just sort of in a vacuum, and it's you and you're reading with the director, and which is nice too, because you're done 30 minutes and you're paid for a 4-hour session, and all the rest of the riches follow that, so
but there is a difference between having the people all there and sharing energy and just doing it one at a time. I don't think it's as good as the way they're doing it now.
Yeah, no, it's 100%. And, at least we know, I mean, anytime I could look at a performance or something that I've done, whatever, that I'd say, oh, that wasn't that bad. It's usually because there was a bunch of people in the room, you know, and some of it was maybe a little bit improvised or whatever. We kind of went off script and did some fun stuff. There was a series I did a million years ago called The Fish Police, which was, it was ABC's answer to The Simpsons.
Yes.
Because that was new. Everyone wanted like their own nighttime cartoon. So ABC created this thing called Fish Police with John Ritter, Ed Asner, Pat Harrington, Hector Elizondo, Sally Struthers, Jo Beth Williams, Megan Mullally, me, and Jonathan Winters. Oh, Frank Welker also, because he's in everything. He has
They're
to be.
all friends of mine. It's amazing.
Legally, you have to put Frank in every cartoon. And then I think also, I think Jeff Bennett might have been in that too, as like incidental stuff. Cut to, because everybody on that show was doing like another show at the time. A lot of us were doing on camera stuff or whatever. We had to the only day they could get all of us together was on a Sunday at Hanna-Barbera. So they had 4 hours on a Sunday to get all of us to complete a script, which normally is pretty easy, unless you have Jonathan Winters.
I was waiting
in your group, and people who loved him, like John Ritter. So Jonathan Winters would start telling these stories, and John Ritter would just sort of, entice him and say, oh, more, and we would get nothing done until finally, like after 3 episodes, they ended up letting Jonathan Winters go, and they had Frank Welker do an impersonation of him. Listen, Jonathan Winters didn't need the money. He was doing okay. He was all right. But it was just weird that, like, no one wanted to say to him out of respect, like, hey, sir, we have a show to do.
But who could? You could say the word blue to Johnny and his 3 hours of material there.
Yeah, all of it. Yeah, he was literally, crazy, but like an awesome crazy. But yeah, no one said anything, so they just fired him.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Well,
Hey,
I don't know. They could have just told him to shut the fuck up first before they fired him. But
Right?
No, Jeff, you cannot tell Johnny Winters just shut the fuck up. That does not work.
Or like, would you please shut the fuck up? Something that you could, phrase it nice.
yeah,
always
you be nice about it, but yeah.
I say you're nobody until you've been fired from something. Everybody has had to have lost like something. You know what I mean?
Yep.
In my case, it was I was the original Fry for Futurama.
Oh,
What?
Yeah. So I did. I think I recorded 2, maybe 3 episodes. Nicole Sullivan. She was. I've never seen the show, to be honest with you, because I'm still not sure if it's a comedy or not. I think it is. But she was the one with the dot. The eye. That Leela.
Yeah.
Layla, yes. So she was her, and it's so funny because none of the read-throughs were never funny, and nothing was really landing. You know what I mean? It wasn't that funny of a show. Billy was in the show already. He was like another character, DiMaggio, and that was kind of it. Then they replaced people, but they were really on Nicole. She was under a microscope, and every little thing she did, they were criticizing. She called me like in tears going, Charlie, I don't know what the hell to do. I don't feel comfortable, blah, blah. And I go, just, listen, it's a cartoon. We're not curing cancer. Just, roll with this. Anyway, before I knew it, I'm gone with her. They let both of us go. And I never felt great about being there for some reason either. But they basically just said, yeah, we're letting you go. So I had my agent ask why, because I'm doing everything that I did in the audition. I'm not like, oh, all of a sudden I'm bringing this, Russian accent. No, I'm doing exactly what they wanted. And they said, well, they're going in a different direction. And I was like, well, tell me what the direction is. I'll kind of maybe meet you there or, Anyway, so they kind of recast. But I do think, and I don't care saying things like this, but, I think Matt Groening didn't want it to be on him. I don't think he wanted to take responsibility for this script being kind of flat, kind of, so it was a baby with the bathwater. I think he just got rid of stuff and, just tried to hype it up a little bit more with people like Billy West, who was very hot at the time. He was, doing the Howard Stern show all the time, and
Right.
rightfully so. I mean, the guy's he's a genius. He's so funny. Talk about it. But it's funny. He replaced me, but I replaced him because he used to be the Honey Nut Bee, and then they finally became the Honey Nut. But I still think he got the better end of the deal being Fry. I think that's probably.
Tell me, Charlie. Tell me the truth.
Yeah.
The person who first came up with "we're going in a different direction," wouldn't you like to see that person beaten by a very heavy cactus?
Like a little bit. And I basically said to my agent, I said, you know what? Have that guy call me. His name was Marty or something like that. Have Marty call me. And so he called me. And I said, what's the deal, man? He goes, yeah. He was so vague and so this and that about it. And it's okay. I'm like, dude, I'm from Jersey. Just be honest, man.
Yeah.
Just is what it is. Everyone, like I said, we all get fired from something or we all lose something to somebody. Who cares?
Right.
But it is nice when people can just step up and have a set and say, hey, this, they weren't buying this or weren't. Great. Now I could take that home and work on it,
You want to learn something from it, not just be shoved aside.
Exactly.
Right.
And that's all it was like, I was, at least Nicole, she had that feeling the whole time. Yeah. But I was kind of like, no, okay, I'm good. Anyway,
so we've got about a minute and a half left with this amazing guest, folks. So make sure you check the show notes. Follow Charlie. He's doing all kinds of cool shit. What's gonna be new for you in the new year?
I don't, to be honest with you, I don't know. Everything in Los Angeles, we shut down in November and then open up again like middle of January when they start like picking up new series and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So I'll probably put myself out there. I'll probably audition for some TV shows. I think my family kind of wants me to be fancy again. They want me on the TV. They want to see my,
they just
honestly,
want you out of the house.
I think that's a lot of it, Ben. But I do think, I wish I had more energy. It's like it's a total young man's game to like want to be in stuff, but if I get a nice script or something, I'll certainly try to be in it and this and that. And I do love going to these little Comic-Con shows. I think it's so great because like I said, a lot of times these cartoons you do them in a vacuum. So you don't really see like what kind of influence it's having on kids or their families, so it's nice to meet those people who say, "Oh my God, I love this about," or hate that about it. So, and then I think we're doing another season of. I do a show right now. It's on Netflix. It's called Hot Wheels Let's Race by Mattel, and it's like their #1 kid show. I play a little boy named Sidecar with red hair. And it's very funny. It's very cute. It's very appropriate for young kids. So we're going to go back and do that because we just did a little movie and that's being well received. So we'll see. And hopefully for you guys, I'm going to be in Wildwood, New Jersey, methinks, in June. So I'll let you know if that happens. But I love Wildwood.
And
I
Charlie,
used to say
stop
the Yankee
talking
Clipper all the time.
Stop talking about your age because you look 45.
Oh, no, dude, I'm old. I'm 59.
Wow. Yeah.
This still happens.
You're breaking my heart, kiddo.
Right?
So we do have to let Charlie go. Like we keep saying, folks, it is New Year's Eve. We don't want to keep him all night long.
Happy New Year.
We have other great guests coming. And actually, she is backstage right now. So, Charlie, have a great holiday season. Stay safe.
Thank you, brother.
And stay in touch.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, buddy.
To you.
I will. This is my favorite show. You're my favorite gang. Thank you, guys. God bless.
God bless.
Take care.
See you, Charlie.
Happy New Year.
There we go.
All right. I'm gonna take a quick 5. You can bring the guest in. I'm gonna take a quick 5.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, you just want me to black out, or you want me to sign out and sign in?
No, just black out. It's fine.
Okay.
You can pop back in whenever you want. You're a co-host. So, but anyway, our next guest is amazing. She is just amazing. The movie she did is a real eye-opener. I'm going to leave it there. I'm not going to spoil anything. But I'm just going to bring her in. Miss Susie Singer Carter.
Oh my God. Hello, you guys. My favorite, one of my
Hello.
favorite interviews ever with you, with all of you. Thank you for having me back.
Good to see you, Susie.
Thank you.
It's
And I got sparkly for you today.
Aw, thank you.
Yeah.
look at that.
You look
See,
great.
everybody's wearing sequins just for you, Geoffrey.
I'm not wearing sequins.
Do you approve?
I'm an influencer. What can I tell you?
For
Closest
sure.
thing to bling on me is the thing in my nose, and that's all you're getting, Geoffrey. I love you to death, but that's it.
I know. I have the same thing. And I've had it forever. I forget it's there. my nose bling. How are you
Yeah,
all?
we're
Happy New
good.
Year.
We're good. Happy New Year to you as well.
Thank you.
For our longtime viewers and our longtime listeners, Susie actually kicked off this season promoting. That was your cue to tell them what.
Oh,
you were
me?
promoting.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know your intro. I was waiting for the regale. I was waiting for the regale. No, for No Country for Old People, which is a very, sexy show. No, it's a nursing home expose, and very important, and very, very much a part of my purpose and mission right now is to educate and to enlighten people about this broken system called our long-term care system, and it's a horrific problem that we have, a national horrific problem, and it doesn't get better. It's getting worse, and most of us don't know a thing about it until we get into it, and at that point, we're over our heads, and yeah. So I just really, this project was so important to me because I obviously, anybody that's advocating has been through something that is, pushed us to this point of saying this has got to stop.
Right.
And it truly does have to stop because it is an equal opportunity issue, a problem for all of us that intend to stay on the earth, past our prime. Right?
Back into diapers.
Yes, right. And so what? We'll bling them. Who cares, right?
That's right.
Right. So yeah, I think we spoke before we launched the project. Yeah. Yep. So
literally right before. So
yeah.
So how has it been doing?
It's interesting. I think it's going really well. We haven't got any in numbers. We won't have it till February from the distributor. But my guess is from the reviews that we're getting and the constant influx of emails and letters and DMs and all those things telling me and my team, like, thank you for doing this. Thank you for telling this story. This is horrible. Thank you for, or validating my experience and, galvanizing people and engaging them to want to make a difference, and knowing and giving them some hope that there is a way to make change. And we started I don't know if I talked about it the last time, but we created a 501c3 grassroots movement called ROAR, which is Respect, Oversight, Advocacy, and Reform for Long-Term Care. And our mission is to engage the public outside of the echo chambers that we already are in, right? So if we've been through it, we're going to talk to other like-minded people because they know. But I want to get to the public because that's where the power of change lies. And again, I don't remember if we discussed that we were endorsed by Jane Fonda and Lily Tomlin, Lisa Gibbons, and a lot of other wonderful people. But I got a chance to see Jane speak about, because she's now in another mission, which is our First Amendment rights, which her father started in 1947, and she's relaunched that movement. And she really talked about, which resonated so big with me, because our mission is to engage people through story, because that's the only way we're going to get people to first A, pay attention, and B, to be moved, until, because if it's not your problem yet, then we need to figure out ways to move them. And Jane really framed it perfectly, because she said, storytellers, entertainers, they are at the front line of change.
Right. They are 100%.
In your purview and in your point of view, a lot has happened this year in the healthcare industry.
Much.
Has anything changed for the better, or is it all changed for the worse?
It's Geoffrey, it's so sad because it's so performative, and like Elizabeth Warren just came out. She's on a mission suddenly and talking about, how egregious the long-term care system is. It's like, where have you been? And where, and what are you going to do about it? Because, and I love her, but I'm just saying, where's everybody been? We need more voices like that, but we need voices that are attached to action. And all of the regulations that have actually been implemented for years, they do nothing. They're performative. It's like, it gives the public a sense of safety, or a sense of that everything's being taken care of. But in fact, it's not. In fact, regulations have been there forever. It was back when they did the nursing home regulations, was it 87? They had all these things by CMS, which is the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid, that were highly regulated, but nothing is enforced. There's no oversight. And, I'll harken back to what I talked about before, which is there is a very strong nursing home lobby that lobbies very hard financially to keep everything status quo, because people are making a hell of a lot of money, billions of dollars off of this system. And that's why, so to answer, that's why we need, and, whether you like Jane Fonda or not, and, I get a lot of pushback from people that will say, I don't like Hanoi Jane. And, and they just blanket don't like her for one thing that happened, 60 years ago. But, she really understands change making. And when it comes down to it, it really is the collective and the power of constituency that will push and force change to happen. But it's going to take a lot of, banging of the drum for it, to get people to pay attention, to get people to understand that this is just an egregious situation where we're basically warehousing our most vulnerable people.
Susie, why do you think there has been such a terrible education of consumers about getting older, about planning for getting older, and how to deal with it when it does happen? I'm the senior member here. I'm always the oldest guy in the room, and thank God, knock on wood, I'm healthy and I live on my own.
Right.
But I've watched my grandparents, my great grandparents. I've watched family before end up in nursing homes and end up completely unprepared for it.
100%.
I can't help but think if humans were better educated about, like, this is what's going to happen,
right?
You could advocate for yourself before you lose your voice.
I agree with you. And I think my answer to that is, and it's part of our mission, is to begin to educate the younger generations, as part of just our curriculum, our syllabus, that we speak about, that we talk about that in education, and that the cycle of life, and make it very normalize it. I went to a mixer that I did a panel at, and after, it was for filmmakers, but I decided I was going to ask this question off the cuff and record people afterwards, because everyone was pretty much under the age of 30, right? And I said to them, we don't talk about aging enough because, and I had them answer, and each and every one of them had the same answer, which was fear, some form of fear.
What I want to know is why do we take better care of inmates than we do our elderly and veterans?
Man, you nailed that, because I did a post early on when we were raising money, and I said, and I had a picture of a child, a puppy, and an inmate, and what do they all have in common? And I said people care about them more than they care about our elders and our most vulnerable. You know, if there's injustice to an animal, you'll have more people fighting for that animal, fighting for the inmates, and fighting for children. If what happens in nursing homes happened in nursery schools, first of all, it wouldn't. It just wouldn't, you know. And I've asked that same question. I said, why? Why is that? And it's almost it is education, but it's also part of us, the society that we become, where we look at older people, first of all, as a mirror of our future. And when you don't understand something, it becomes frightening. So we look away. We do a lot of la 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 la, right? And I've had people just flat out say babies are cute, old people aren't. And I disagree. I adore babies. I have two myself. I love older people, not blanket statement older people, but saying I find joy in both ends of the spectrum, a lot of joy. I don't differentiate, because, I find there's a lot of humor in babies, and there's a lot of humor of getting older, and there's a lot of love, and there's a lot to be honed from people that have lived longer than me. And
Right. Absolutely.
Right. And I think that we have devalued that out of fear. It's not sexy, which I said in the beginning. It's not pretty. It's not cute. But I beg to differ on that. I've got so much joy caring for my mom, going to the facilities and having a group of people that I knew every time I was there, that I look forward to seeing them. They look forward to seeing me. We did the same thing I would do with anybody my own age. We sang, we danced, we talked, we made jokes, we ate, we lived. We have, it's their people. And
Right.
they're valuable, and they have a lot of stories to tell, and a lot of advice, and it's just heartbreaking, and it's such a horrible way to exit the world.
And none of us can
I
say
would
anything.
rather see my tax money go towards taking care of the elderly and veterans than I would fucking inmates. I mean, that's just me.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, you're hitting a button with me, because me and my wife are dealing with all that right now.
Right.
And it's not easy. Sometimes it's actually disgusting, some of the things that we have to deal with.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Jeff.
Well, it is what it is. I mean, we tried to have her here, but the dementia got too bad.
Right.
So we just couldn't do it. So she's in a facility for so that they can deal with that.
Yeah.
But what I don't understand is the lack of assistance from a government agency or anybody. These people are making so much money. You know what I mean? I mean, we're literally paying $12,000 a month right now.
Right. I know. I totally get it.
And it's absolutely ridiculous.
Can you imagine, like, how much is that a day? If you that it's like $800 a day, or it's like the best hotel. Like, you could get a suite somewhere, and they'll still say there's not enough money to take care of somebody. But
right, they're understaffed.
They're understaffed. But that's the business model.
Right. Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. They're very nice people that work there, but they don't know what they're doing. And in my opinion, a lot of them just don't care. It's just a job.
Can I speak to that? Well, the reason why that's become the way it is because that is the business model that the corporations that have invested in these facilities have created. This works for them because the biggest cost is employees, right? So they cut on employees. The staffing, it doesn't matter how many mandates or how many bills get passed for minimum staffing, which has been, researched ad nauseum to that it's obvious that it's not safe to be understaffed, not for the residents, not for the patients, and not for the frontline workers, meaning all of your nurses and nursing assistants. They are so overworked. I just posted a video that a nurse who got fired after sending me that video just last week about her, and she was, doling out the meds in those cups. And she said, I watched your documentary and I'm probably going to miss my grandma's funeral today because I'm not going to get out of here in time. And I've only got 20 minutes left on my shift and I've still got 10 more things to do. And there's not enough time. And I'm tired. I am tired and I'm a single mom. And it is so heartbreaking because the people, the vocational people that are vocational care, frontline caregivers that like at your mother-in-law's place, most of them go home with moral injury because they can't do the job that they want to do, or they know that they're capable of doing.
Well, their hands are tied.
Exactly.
It's she had a sore and she needed ointment put on it. They
Right.
wouldn't do it.
Right.
It was not part of their job description. We had to either do it ourselves or bring somebody from the outside in to do it.
Isn't that just the most ridiculous situation? My partner, my producing partner, has the same situation with his mom here in Los Angeles. She's 94. She got a bed sore in a high-end assisted living, and they couldn't take care of it because it's not under their jurisdiction to take care of it, right? So when were you going to tell the family that she had this? Until it was too late. So she's been in skilled nursing now for the past, 8 months. And they were paying the same as you, and it was going up every so often. It was going up.
It goes up like every couple of months. It just goes up.
Because that's the other thing is, where else are you going to go? They know that.
Right. And here in Massachusetts, it's pretty much the same company that owns many of the same facilities.
Of course.
You know what I mean? They own the land, they own the buildings. It's absolutely crazy. And I've done a lot of research, and they are making so much money at the expense of the elderly, and it's disgusting.
It's warehousing. I can't say it any other way. It's warehousing.
Yep.
There's no other way to put it. And that's why it's so important to get it. When I do speak to younger people, they are very interested, by the way. They're not interested. They are very interested because when you say it and you frame it in a way that it resonates with them, that this is their future and that they will be inheriting this problem, it's not going to go away. And, you follow the money. It's not going to go away on its own.
Susie, we're almost out of time, but what do you recommend? Give me one good recommendation to try and fix this.
To try and fix it, I mean, if we're going to fix the whole problem, we have to do a movement. We have to join ROAR. We have to engage everybody to demand change and use the currency that we have, which is our constituency. That's the only thing that is really ever made any real change, when there's money holding change back. But in the meantime, you have to be like Jeff and his wife, and you have to be vigilant, and you have to be there overseeing and being the extra pair of eyes and ears and do the best that you can to navigate this. And that's a whole nother conversation. I know you have to get to the next person. So, but go to our website, ROAR for LTC, longtermcare.org. And, if you're interested to learn more or hopefully join us, that would be great. And watch No Country for Old People if you haven't, on Amazon or Tubi, and share it with people. It's super important. It may not be a fun watch, but it's an important one, right, guys?
It is.
Absolutely is.
100%.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I got a little choked up there for a second.
Ben, let me help
Yeah.
you. Happy New Year to you all. There's never not hope. We have hope because we are strong in numbers, and that's not just a saying. It really is true. We're strong
Right.
in numbers, and it takes and it's people like you that you're showing. You've embraced me and embraced this project, and I can't thank you enough. It's so important to get the word out. So I so appreciate it.
Anytime.
Thank you so much.
Have a
Thank
happy
you,
New
what
Year,
you're doing.
Susie.
Same to you all. Happy New Year. Safe and happy
New
and
Year.
joyful.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
And everyone got quiet.
Well, I mean, it's a real serious subject.
Yeah.
You know, we kicked off the season with that.
Yeah,
know.
my first guest.
Yeah. So it is. It's a very
Yeah.
serious thing that's going on out there.
And living
So-
it and experiencing it just makes it more real. And I think that's
Yeah.
part of the problem, you know.
Right.
The younger
right.
generation is that they're invincible. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I think the mindset is different, but she's right. If you educate them, they may not get it, but it plants the seed.
Right. So never mind. So our next guest, we have a couple more guests this evening, but our next guest, folks, you should know who he is, and if you don't, shame on you. Geoffrey Mark, will you tell everybody who the next contestant on Still Toking With is this evening?
Well, besides being a very close friend of mine, he is an amazing announcer and voiceover presence, also on live shows, and one of the very, very few people on CBS who have ever been given the privilege to say, Randy West, come on down. You're our next interview on Still Talking With.
That's great. Look at this. It's New Year's Eve already. Everybody's all sparkling. I'm still like trying to get myself out of bed from last night. Or you got fireworks. You got the gold chain around you. Look like Mr. T. Except Mr. T's the brother of Mr. T. We don't talk about. I think it's more like it. And you're from outer space there. Look at this. Everybody's just looking wacky, and I'm looking like I just came in from shoveling snow. I'm excited to be with you guys, and wrapping up the year with you makes it even more exciting to think there's a new year ahead.
That there is a new year ahead, you know. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule of shoveling snow.
In Burbank.
Yeah, in the 80s, in the 80s, that might have been thought of as cocaine, but it was not a drug reference.
Jeez.
Yeah. I hope
Well,
you're
how are
not
you, my
shoveling
friend?
snow.
Wow. No, it looks like I'll be shoveling snow tomorrow morning, though.
That's what
I
they're
won't
telling us.
be.
No, it's raining here in Southern California, so we'll just be staying out of the rain.
Well, it's raining here in Massachusetts, but it's coming down white.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's bright and sunny on my island, although it is a little cold, which is a little colder than what we're used to.
Stop your damn whining. Seriously.
I'm not whining, but you need to take your cold and shove it up your ass and take it back.
Hey.
'Cause it ain't supposed to be cold here.
Wait, I had no idea what we were getting into here. Now, wait.
You opened the door. We just walked through.
Open the door, but don't open your ass. At least not while I'm here. Once I'm gone, you do whatever you want.
Well, Ben and Jeff are outside of Boston. Randy's in Burbank. I'm in Palm Springs. Where are you, sir? What
I am actually on a small island on the coast of South Carolina. I am right next to Paris Island, where they train the Marine Corps. So this is home of the Marine Corps where I live.
So you're not on Chincoteague Island, home of the horses.
No. I'm on a small island called Port Royal, which is right next to Paris Island, where they train the Marines.
That's why you look so military. So
The
Randy,
show is not about anybody but Mr. Randy West. Why?
Exactly.
I mean,
Well-
Randy, why? You've got the voice. You should have just been like, and I'm
Well,
here.
thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations. You're all here facing a brand new year. And I'm here with Johnny Olson's microphone. Now, Johnny Olson is the name you may know from announcing old television shows. He's the guy who created Come On Down at The Price is Right. He taught me everything about the business. And I was recently asked, this was given him by the CBS pages at What's My Line way back in the 1950s.
Wow.
But I was recently asked to discuss game show announcing and voiceover for a bunch of folks at the Radford Studios lot. That's the lot where Seinfeld and Mary Tyler Moore and Third Rock from the Sun and Newhart, all those shows were down there.
Gunsmoke and My Three Sons and a whole bunch of stuff.
There you go. And it was a thrill to be on the stages there and talking about the thing that I've done for the last 50 years. I was very young. I came out of the womb with a microphone. But
I was about to ask, how did you get into this to begin with? Is this something that you sought out to do, or did you just fall into it?
I went into CBS one day with a gun and I said, I'm going on the air.
And then when he got out of prison,
No, I was one of those kids that I'm sure an adult said, God, whatever is with this kid, calm him down, because I was so excited going to watch television shows taped back in New York at 30 Rockefeller Plaza. And I ran into this guy, Johnny Olson, who, was Mr. Happy and Clappy doing audience warm-ups and
Randy,
reading all the prize copy.
Randy, why don't you tell folks, because we share this, our past, how easy it was in those days at 30 Rock, which was the home of NBC back then, to just walk in and just walk. It was just
People might ask pages, or a security person might occasionally ask you, what can I help you? And I was like, no, I'm all set. My dad's up on the 53rd floor. He told me to hang for him on 7. And you get in the elevator, go to 7. And then you're down the hall from Johnny Carson's office. It was so easy, as you're saying, Geoffrey, to just kind of, if you look like you know where you're going, you belonged, I guess. People just didn't lie and just sneak their way in. But I would watch Johnny Olson tape these shows, do the announcing and the audience warm up. And I must have hung around after the show enough times for him to realize I was passionate about this kind of work. I was 14, 15, 16 years old. He showed me a good time, gave me a script, get into radio, gave me all this advice that I don't know whether he really thought I'd follow through on it, but I did. And I worked in radio and got myself to Los Angeles in radio and went down by that time to see him at The Price is Right taping here in Hollywood. And he kind of remembered me. And I was like, oh, my God, let me talk to you about your future. Have you gotten into radio? Do you really still want to do this? And I was like, more than you'll ever know. So now I'm 20 something and he taught me the business. You couldn't pay for the education I got. Taught me everything about how to announce shows, how to prepare copy, how to market so you don't make a mistake, how to do audience warm-up, how to get a bunch of strangers into a happy mood so they'll respond audibly to the show. Private coaching worth $1 million. He had no kids of his own. He saw the passion in my eyes that stayed with me for all these years. And he never gave me a job, but he gave me all the tools there were to work with. So fade to black, he dies in 85. 1999, his wife is going into a nursing home. The family calls me. Johnny's been dead for 14 years. Are you the Randy West who corresponded with Johnny? He saved some of my letters. Well, we're looking for a good home for all the things that he collected over the 58 years of his career, including an Emmy Award.
Hold it down. There you go.
There you go.
wow.
Everything in the world, and the microphones and scripts and pictures. And I looked at this stuff that I got in 99 for a couple of years and said, this is marvelous material. What do I do with it? And I never considered myself an author, but I wrote a book because it seemed just like the right thing to do to repay the favor. And 400 pages with 100 original photos from Johnny's collection. I shopped it around and very quickly found a publisher who specializes in showbiz stuff. And the thing sold. And then he said to me, write another book. And that started a whole new career for me because I'm up to the 4th book now. But this thing has sold so well and has become a Bible for folks who want to follow in the footsteps of Johnny Olson, who was probably the best known of the game show announcers over his long career.
I'm all excited about your latest couple of projects. I don't mean to skip over the other books and the other stuff.
Yeah.
But you have been doing two things that get me all excited.
Keep your hands where we can see them. I don't want you too excited, Jeffrey.
See, I paused to give Randy the chance to do that.
You really left that door open. Thank you.
Of course I do. I'm playing your straight man. Okay.
I won't touch that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
With a hat like that, no one's going to believe you're a straight man. But go ahead. We could take this act on the road. You know, I'll drive you hitchhike.
We are such close friends for such a long time now. But I'm going to get to promoting you. You are involved with a very important building in Hollywood history. A building on Fairfax Avenue in Hollywood that was opened in the very early 50s as CBS's Television City. From Television City in Hollywood, the building has been sold. You were involved in its repurposing. You were involved with the city council to make sure it didn't get torn down. And now you are giving I'm having a senior tours. Thank you. You're giving tours in this building, and you are writing a book about CBS Television City. I'm so excited for that. Let's talk about your book, please.
Well, it's the stars, the stages, and the shows that we all love, from What's My Line and To Tell the Truth and The Price is Right and Carol Burnett and All in the Family and Jack Benny and Danny Kaye, for those who remember who he is, and The Young and the Restless and The Bold and the Beautiful, and
Judy Garland and
Judy Garland
brothers and Sonny and Cher, and
yeah, so much great entertainment, hundreds of shows over a 72-year period, and this place is going to be rehabilitated because I helped them get approval from City Council, discussing the history and how this facility has to remain viable as a production center. They've given me everything but the keys to the place so that I can talk up the history that needs to be protected there. So I give tours of Television City, which has given me access to everything in this palace of broadcasting. And it's given me the opportunity to tour the place, go through files and look at history, and write this incredible book, which is entitled From Television City in Hollywood, the phrase we all know, behind the scenes at the great television production factory. I haven't figured out the subtitle yet. Behind the scenes at the great TV factory. I know I could do better than that, but I'm still working on the second half of the title. But it's an amazing task, because when you start talking about Sonny and Cher, how do you leave out Danny Kaye? If you're talking about, Judy Garland, how do you leave out some of the other great folks, Tony Orlando and Dawn? The shows here, thousands of performers, from Elvis Presley to Frank Sinatra to Marilyn Monroe. The history of 20th century show business is in those walls.
I mean, it literally is everything from Jack Benny to Dancing with the Stars, which is still
you literally just finished the book title.
I know.
I have to very small print because it's a lot of words, but yeah.
From Jack Benny to Dancing with the Stars. That's your subtitle.
Okay.
That's a good one too. Or Behind the Walls. Start it with that and finish it with the original opening.
Okay. Yeah. You're good for royalties if I go with that. So thank you, Geoffrey, for opening the door. It's overwhelming to me to think that I'm the only guy that's going to write this book. I'm the only guy getting the access to it, and no one else has the passion or the interest in really doing this.
You're
deep
the only
dive.
guy who should write this book.
Well, I worked there. Thank you, Geoffrey. I worked there on a number of television shows, including The Price is Right. Come on down. a new car, and other game shows and all manner of programming there. So it's close to my heart. I got to live my dream in that building. So maybe I am the right person, but I'm certainly going to be the only person because it's such a huge task. So it's mind-boggling. And I don't know how big the book is going to be. You need 3 people to carry it home from the bookstore, but it's there's just so much to talk about and so much rich history. We all have the same cultural tapestry. We all have the same touchstones. I say all in the family, you know what I'm talking about. I say Archie Bunker. I say talk about Cher, to Judy Garland, all these names, all these words, all these sitcoms, all these variety shows, all these soap operas. They're all part of our combined cultural tapestry. We all relate to this. It's a big hunk of a lot of people's lives, and it ties us all together. And as you start to read about the things that went on behind the scenes there, Bob Mackie designing the clothes for Cher and Carol Burnett and, Judy Garland as well. There's just so much there. And I think it's going to be either intimidating to pick it up because you realize you'll never have a free moment in the rest of your life. It's just going to be so big and so full of photos. So thank you, Geoffrey. It's a huge task.
And now I'm going to embarrass you even further by
boy.
telling people, no, you'll be fine with it. By telling people that practically the last 10, 12 years that anywhere I have performed on the West Coast, Randy has been there. He's introduced me from the stage. He set up the audience for me, or he's been in the audience to hopefully enjoy what I'm doing. He's a wonderful friend. And also, you might as well plug, he is the announcer on Geoffrey Mark Plays Ella. He has been the announcer on Geoffrey Mark Plays Merman, our 5-episode short series. And Randy, guess what?
What?
Come on down, because there's going to be another series. I'm not even going to tell you what it is yet.
Okay.
But Randy West is going to be the announcer on that. And I thank you every week.
It's my thrill. It's my joy because I know, like myself, how passionate you are about your little pieces of the show business history. And as anything I can do to help you in spreading the word about, Ella Fitzgerald and, Ethel Merman, these are great, great talents that should not be forgotten. These are people who deserve to be celebrated, and their output, their work, the body of work that they've done, this is fantastic. You'll be swell. You'll be great. I won't do that again. I'm sorry. It came over me.
Greatly appreciated. So
we have a couple minutes left before we have to get to the next guest. So
yes,
go ahead, Mr. Mark.
No, I'm just gonna say, why do you feel, you've heard me say this to you privately?
Yeah.
You're so good at what you do. I hear voiceover artists. I don't mean like cartoon voices.
Right.
I'm talking about you're watching CBS, those kind of people. To my ear, the quality isn't there any longer. I hear a lot of whiny voices that sound as if they've never actually put on an earphone and heard themselves speak. Why, when there's your kind of talent still out there, why am I hearing all of these, what I would call almost amateur sounding voiceover people?
There was a period that started about 10 years ago where someone who actually spoke like a voice of authority was considered in advertising to be phony. If I say you must buy this product, I'm overdoing it, of course. Folks get turned off by that. They want someone who sounds like a friend for advertising. So I really think you ought to go to Jiffy Lube. I mean, they got my car done in 7 minutes. So it sounds like the friend who seems to be more trustworthy than the guy who tried to sell you a record package in the middle of the night. So the unprofessional voice had a place in advertising because it seemed to be more sincere and more lifelike and less full of BS. But now that it has spread, as you say, to network announcing programs and game shows and places where, a professional voice is really should be prevailing, I don't know it's ever going to turn back. And now with AI, I mean, I got into this game at the right time because this is no time to be coming in. AI, when done properly, if you massage the errors in pacing and timing and pronunciation, AI is pretty much there and certainly will be in the next couple of years. And that's the saddest thing of all, because I get contacted on a regular basis. Would you train the AI software? In other words, will you read all this crap so that we can sample it and manipulate it? And I won't do. It's the only work I've ever said no to. I just won't do it. Not that I'm going to delay the progress, but I just can't, in good conscience, be part of it.
Right.
No, as far as I'm concerned, on a performing basis, AI can go to hell.
Yeah.
There are
It's
other
soulless. It
things.
has no soul. When we want to watch entertainment or be amused, you're looking for the connection between people. You're looking for a soul. You're looking for interaction with another human. And I don't know if machinery will ever be able to create that.
Well, it certainly can't now.
Never will.
Now, you said 2 minutes about 2 minutes ago. So this broadcasting clock in my head, I don't want to be overstaying my welcome here.
You could never overstay your welcome with us.
Oh, just try me. Just try
Oh,
me.
Randy West. You know what you need?
That's Randy West.
You know what you need, my friend?
What?
You need to have a program on this network.
Well, I've been told that I have something to say and have the ability to say it with clarity and entertainment value. But I don't know whether that's the right thing for me or not. I don't know. So I'm opening it to the floor. Ladies and gentlemen, does the world need another podcast? Does it need me? Does it want to hear about the things that I like to talk about?
Yeah,
I think the Randy West show should be airing next year on this very network, is what I think.
coming from the youngest guy out of everybody in here, I would say yes, because I've heard your voice a million times growing up, and yes.
Wow. Well, thank you. That's something I need to consider then. That's high praise.
If you don't want to do that, then do audios on your books.
Oh, God.
Yeah, he does
It's
have a hell of a voice.
so
That'd be a lot of talking.
So tedious. So tedious. It's a
And
lot of...
you do. I've done it. I've done that for my books. And you do 8-hour sessions.
All right.
And you go home and your throat is horse meat, all shredded up.
I mean, I sit there and think about how many times my podcast goes live every single week, which we go live up to 6 to 7 times a week, and how much talking I have to do. That's a lot. That's a whole lot.
It's
no
your
wonder
fault
you-
for choosing the music industry.
No wonder you got pneumonia.
You know what? I love the music industry, and I do it because I fucking love it, but it is very tedious and it's very long. And me sitting there thinking about doing an audio book, I'm like, oh, hell no. Hell no.
So with that being said, we do have to let Randy go. Our next guest has been backstage. He's punctual. I will say that. He is punctual. He was here 30 minutes ago.
Oh,
So he's
All
been
right.
chilling backstage.
Well,
But Randy, thank you so much for joining us.
yes.
Thank
Happy
you
New
so
Year
much.
to you.
Happy New Year to all of you. And maybe I'll see you on this network in 2026. But either way, our time together in 2025 was fun. So I thank you guys. Have a happy New Year. And I bid you adieu.
I love you, my friend.
Thank you, Mr. West.
Happy New Year.
Have a good one. So, like I said, folks, our next guest is somebody that when you see him, you'll go, "Oh my God, I remember him. He was in Escape from Alcatraz. He was on Friends. He was on so many fucking things out there. It blows your mind. But if I asked you, what's his name? You go, oh, that guy. Yeah, who's that guy?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Do you? Do you know who I'm talking? Do you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, I interviewed him with you.
Okay.
Twice.
So I was waiting to see if somebody.
Is that when you fell asleep?
It's actually when you had a concussion.
Actually, you
Yeah,
had a
filming.
concussion because we were filming up in New York at Bill Diamond's place. You had a concussion, so I filled in for you on that one.
All right.
Yep.
So Jagz, you know who the guest is.
I do.
You know his name.
I do.
bring him in.
That would be Mr. Larry Hankin.
There he is.
Hey,
There he is.
there
Hey,
he is.
How you doing, guys?
Hey, Larry.
We're doing
we're doing
well.
fantastic, sir. It's good to see you again.
Good to be seen. So thank you.
I understand that.
Hey, how can I make this bigger? Can I make this bigger?
That's what she says.
I've
all
been
the
asking
time.
my question.
Yeah.
since
Oh,
I was
here you
12.
go. Okay, there you go. All right.
You gotta push the button.
Thanks for
Put on
ladies.
that
There's a bigger button. I haven't found mine yet.
So welcome back to the show. Like I
Thanks
said,
for having
on the
me
phone.
back.
Oh, anytime. You're one of those gentlemen that we just love to talk to because you do it. You have so
Oh,
many
thank
stories.
you very much. Well, I've done I guess a lot of shows, so I mean, it's very
Right.
hard to ignore me. As a matter of fact, it's very hard to not. Yeah, well, I'm recognized on the street as this.
Yeah, that guy.
Okay.
Is this backwards to you? It's backwards to me.
No, we're saying
Nope.
it the right way.
Oh,
Yep.
okay, cool. Yeah, well, yeah, they say, oh, you're that guy. I'm that guy. I guess because I've done so many different roles that's why they know the characters, Mr. Heckles or whatever, Charlie Butch but yeah, they don't know my name. So that's what that's what my goal is, to get my name so that at least little kids come up and say, oh, you're Larry Hankin. Yeah, that would be cool. I mean, I've had enough of the "you're that guy" stuff. I'm beginning to think that's my name. That's my name.
But you know what's nice,
Well-
Larry? You said you're unavoidable because you've done so many shows. The nice thing is that nobody wants to avoid you.
Well, I mean, I guess, yeah. It has nothing to do with other people. It has to do with me. That nobody knows my name. So that's weird because a lot of people know me. They come up and they start talking to me like I'm their next door neighbor, or like or I'm an acquaintance or something like that. It's really weird because they're talking to somebody, me, who I have no idea who they are, and yet they're really friendly to me. They're just like any other friend, They're, and then I say goodbye, and they go, and that's it. So I have these little private, 1 minute, maybe 2 minute of friendship on the street, and then it's over. And then there's another, and then so you have to also be a little schizophrenic, I guess is the word. You just, because nobody knows me the same as the same guy. I'm either Mr. Heckles or Charlie Butts or whatever, and that's who they talk to. Friendly, like they know Charlie Butts. They don't know Larry Hankin. But Charlie
Larry,
Butts, hey, that's Charlie Butts. Yeah, well, yeah, blah blah blah.
how many people in show business would give their left nut to be recognized the way you are?
I don't think anybody would give their next nut to be. I mean, no. Yeah, it doesn't go that far. I don't think like that.
I know most people in my generation know him from Friends, so that's
Mhm.
like the one thing. Like
Yeah,
anybody
Mr.
that's
Heckles,
in their
Mr.
mid-30s.
I take the show business as a joke, man. Come on. I mean, it's not real. That's the thing that I guess that's the one thing that stands out to me is what the hype is on Hollywood and movies and on the sets too. I mean, I'm just I'm that guy. Basically, I'm that guy. Like you're that guy and you're that guy. And oh, you're that guy from the radio, from the podcast. Oh, and you, yeah, you're that guy on the podcast. And oh, you're that guy on the podcast. Oh, I mean, it's hard to make sense of it, really, because I don't understand fans. I don't understand that you know, sometimes like when I was on, I think it was maybe it was Breaking Bad or something like that, some big show, you know, something that everybody watched, and it was here in Hollywood, and they had to actually chain the fans from breaking through, and they're all yelling and, hey, sign this, and I go, what the fuck is going on, man? I mean, it's too much. And if somebody says they know or they understand, I don't believe them. It's because you know, when you're an actor in the beginning anyway, and probably sometimes all through your life, you have to take other jobs. You know, like when I first started, I was a temp guy. You know, I did this and that, and finally, I got enough money so I can pay my own rent by just acting, even though there was months in between where there was nothing going on. And then you go and you do your thing, and then like several months later, when it airs, there's fans who have to be chained and, hey, sign this, and hey, here's the perfect example of what I'm talking about. When I was a young man and I was a young actor, and stars impressed me, you know, at the time when I was young, those stars. And one day I saw, I was walking along New York City, uptown in the 50s, 60s. And I saw in the middle of the block, I was standing on a corner with a friend, and I saw in the middle of the block down here, I go, wow, that's some famous person. I can't remember his name now. He was a full-time actor, but he was famous, you know, big time. Somebody on the equality of, like, say, Clint Eastwood, but back then. So it was and man, I just made a beeline for him. I said, oh, that's, you know, blah, blah, blah. And I said, wait here, I got to talk to him. And I started running down. He was with a woman, this Clint Eastwood type person. He was older now, so he was out of movies, probably retired. But I was running towards him, and then as closer as I got, I said, yeah, that's really him. And he had his back towards me, but he heard me running. Somebody, he turned around, and he expressed his shock, because in his brain, he thought, oh, this guy's going to shoot me. I mean, that's how much speed I had, and he didn't know what was going on. And he's an older person, as you were talking about in your other guest. And he turned around and was so scared, that shock on his face. He said, and then I said, no, I just wanted to talk to you. And he says, don't you ever run up to anybody like that. You know, he was really, and the woman was even frightened. And I suddenly realized what the fuck I must have been look like to this man. And that, I said, okay, I got it. I was crazy, and I just scared my hero. I really did. So ever since then, that's why I come on this show and start talking like that. That's not cool, being a star. You know what I'm saying? Because fans are like all other people period. They just lose it when, you know, I don't know why they lose it, but I did lose it that day. I was must have been like 19, 20, 21. But for that one moment, I never had done that before, but I'd never seen anybody that, you know, that famous before. So I really try to play down the whole fame thing. That doesn't work for me. When people come up to me, I try to tell them who I am. You know, hey, just calm down. You know, it's not that big a deal. So I don't know, but so every once in a while, if I see like levels of interest start to rise a little above, I back off. You know, I mean, it's nice that somebody would say, hey, I saw you in the show last night. blah, 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 good work. I get fan mail, and they're really cool. It makes you feel good. Hey, I saw you last night, and I really think you're really great, and blah, blah, blah. I watch your show all the time. Great. But that I can deal with, as any human can deal with. But when it gets into it's just over the top, then I don't understand it.
May I interrupt and interject a thought about all of this? To me, fans are as different as we are. Like you're less happy with that kind of attention. I'm a Hamosaurus. I love my fans. I love when people come up to me. But I think part of the reason fans treat any of us the way they do, especially those of us who do podcasts or on television, we are coming into people's homes. And I know that sounds stupid. We aren't coming into their homes, but this.
No, they think that. No, they have that idea. They see me in their living room.
Yes.
That's weird. I mean, I understand it. And I understand where that's coming from. But I watch TV and people are in my living room. So, but the other thing, I guess, beyond that and above that is I'm not I'm not a people person. I mean, I'm pretty shy. When I go to parties, I'll just sit, and if people want to talk to me, fine. If I want to talk to someone, but I try. I was so the other way when I was a kid, like 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And then when that thing happened, when I was 19, when I ran up to that person, it just was a quick, instant lesson. Just, hey, Larry, get this. He's just a person. He's a human being, and you just scared the hell out of him. And he's an older person. What the hell do you think you're doing, Larry? That's not his fault. And I just talked to myself. I said, you got to, cool it, man. It's not cool. It's just not cool. So that's what comes to me, because I'm in the business. I'm confronted with it a lot. But if you're not in the business, you might think I'm, hey, man, I'm over the top.
I was taught by some fairly famous people to expect that every time I leave my house, it's a personal appearance.
Yeah, well,
and to expect.
No, yeah, right. That's okay. Great. That's where we don't agree.
And that's fine. We can agree to not agree. Okay.
I'm here. You're here. Nothing wrong with you. Nothing wrong with me.
No, not at all.
It's just, I like acting. I like it a lot. I don't like the auditioning, but I like the acting.
I don't think anybody likes the auditioning.
But sometimes it gets a little scary, and I've gotten. I just try not to go along with the bullshit that goes along with being a well-known actor. That's all. And yeah, I like fans when they know this is a human being, and he's in acting, and this other person is in bocce ball or whatever.
Maybe,
fine.
Maybe it's a fate kind of a thing where when that happens to you, that individual is learning the same lesson that you learned when you were 19 or 20.
Well, hopefully I don't get that scared. I mean, really, I scared the hell out of him. His body went like that. Huh. That is, that's on me. That's a bad thing for me to cause anybody to have a little palpitations at his age, so it was a shock little lesson. I hopefully lessons take a little gentler, but it got me to the right, you know, it straightened out my head a little about wow. You know, there's a famous person.
Yeah.
Be on the other side of it. It's nice for a while. I mean, like, hey, a lot of people love that. I mean, I see it all the time. We watch television tonight. This is, you know, New Year's Eve. All the people, you know, they'll be dressed and they're into that. I'm going to do a little writing tonight.
Oh, nice. Oh, speaking of
No,
writing,
and you know why? I mean, it really helps because on like Thanksgiving, big holidays, major holidays like New Year's, like Christmas, maybe one or two others. But I know where everybody else is. Practically in the world, they're all partying, or they're having a Thanksgiving dinner, or they're gathered around a Christmas tree. And I'm not in their thoughts at all. So nobody's going to call me. Nobody's going to disturb me. And on those major holidays, I look forward to just quiet, just sitting in my house or my apartment and just, I can, now, you know, if I want to go out, I'll go out. But I know that on those days, especially New Year's Eve, which is just the craziest of all holidays. Yeah, if I want to, I can stay in the house and I'll be cool and calm and nobody's going to call. Nobody cares if I'm alive even, or if I know that I exist.
well,
That's
I can
the
say,
yin and yang of show business, you know, that
Right.
I would have so many people during the day saying hello, or when I'm on the set. You know, you're going through several different people, you know, directors, the hair person, the makeup person, the assistant director, the director, the cameraman, the people in the booth, and they're all talking to you. And you got to keep track of all that and not let it throw your character, you know, get you mixed up. In the beginning, I get confused a little easier than other people. So yeah, I appreciate the downtime. I appreciate downtime.
right.
Is what I'm saying. Because I do get the hyped up times, you know, so I have to moderate it, you know, for just for me.
Larry, what's coming up? What are your projects you're looking forward to coming up?
Well, like right now, I'm writing a one-man show for me, and you know, I started off as a stand-up comedian, you know. I'm just remembering what I've been saying on this show, and this guy doesn't sound funny. So I'm just getting rid of the rant part of the show business stuff. So I was a stand-up comedian, and that was cool, and the audiences were contained, and they were nightclub audiences. I would open for, you know, like Miles Davis and Woody Allen. I was opening for Woody Allen. So I had that kind of fame, but it was nightclub fame. You go into a new town, they don't know you. You know, not many people go to nightclubs, enough to make the nightclub money, but you know, you're not as famous as if you get on one TV series that goes all over the United States. Oh, you're instantly famous. So I had this slow rise, and people just, you know, I enjoyed your show. I went to see you last week, you know, at that nightclub, and you were great, and thanks a lot, and blah, blah, blah. So, you know, that's normal. But once you get into the being on somebody's screen in your living room, that's like a whole other level,
Right.
you know.
So what is your one-man show about?
Excuse me?
What is your one-man show going to be about?
Well, now that's the problem, you know. I was a stand-up comedian when I started. That was when I was a young man. I stopped doing that when I, you know, started being in television and doing movies. I could pay my rent just by auditioning a couple of times a month and getting one or two shows, and that would pay my rent. So and people would hand me the script. And one of the problems of being a stand-up comedian is when you are called back to a nightclub, you can't do the same show. You have to have new material. And it's you who are writing the show, who has to supply the monologue. But if you're an actor, they give you, so you don't have to write. All you have to do is memorize and audition. So it's kind of a whole different way of working, and it gets you lazy because you don't have to write. You know, you can just, they hand you the script. Well, now I'm writing a one-man show, and I'm going back to what I did when I first started. And yeah, I could bomb a lot because I didn't care. You know, I was like 18 or 17. And so if I bombed, it didn't bother me. You know, I just go to the next coffee house and do the same stuff. And they'd like, coffee houses are really great. They're the best because I would do thousands, literally hundreds of open mic nights. I would just do open, and in New York in the 60s and 70s, but in the 60s, Lower Manhattan was just wall-to-wall coffee houses.
Yes, yes.
You could improvise an hour one-man show by just working there a week. Just go, 8 o'clock, you go here, sign it. Well, what you do is you start at 7 o'clock. I lived right down the block in Greenwich Village. So what I do is 7 o'clock, I go into all the coffee houses and I sign up an hour and a half difference. I sign here at 8 o'clock. I sign here 9:30, 10:30. And then if I could squeeze anything in between those times. But I could do like 5 sets in one night.
You could stand on Bleecker
You
Street
work on
and just
stuff.
walk to the different places.
So after 5 sets, you take one hunk of 3 minutes and do it 5 times in one night. You could hone it down to like a 2-minute hunk. Well, you work a week and you can get like 20 minutes. That's a set.
I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try this one more time. What is this live show you're writing? Is it a life story? Is it about being a live performer? What is the?
It's whatever I'm talking about to you right now, as far as I know. It's cool. I've just started. Right now, I've taken all the writings I've ever done as an actor, because I would still write when I was off, right. But I wouldn't show it to anybody. I just put it in a drawer. And there's poetry, there's short stories, there's little monologues about this funny thing that happened to me when I did this show. So I have a lot of stuff. So I put it all on my computer now. I've been working on it for about, I guess, 2 weeks. So I've just
it's
stuff that I've already written.
Oh, yeah.
And I put it up there, and now I'm going through it, and I'll say, oh, well, this is a funny thing. So what I do is I'll read it, and then I'll take my cell phone, and then I'll just stand up, walk around my apartment, and I'll do it. I'll do that what I just found and read. But I'll try to sort of memorize it, but just get back into that memory of whatever it was.
Right.
And so between what I made up improvising off of that and the stuff there, I'll come up with a show. Right now, to answer your question exactly, it sounds like I'm going to tell about 3 or 4 stories of the shows, the major shows I've been on, and the funny stuff that I think happened on them. And I'll tell a 1 or 2 just short stories that I wrote, funny short stories. It has nothing to do with show business. It's just short stories, but they're fun. They're like fables, funny fables. And so that's 1 or 2. And then I have a character that I invented called, I call him different names. He's an old homeless poet. And I got him from when I was running around doing doing 3-minute, shows in coffee houses. I would walk around and I would see there's a lot of homeless people in downtown Greenwich Village. Then, I don't know now, I haven't been back there in a long time. But there was a lot of people, and a lot of these homeless people were living on the sidewalk, but they'd be writing in notebooks. Not the same notebook, they weren't together. They were just, some guys were writing, I have no idea what they were writing. But what I would do is if I saw somebody writing in a book, I would go up to them and I'd say, hey, what are you writing? Or can I read some of what you're writing? And all of them, not knowing one another, some were on 14th Street, some were on 12th, some were on 5th Avenue, wherever. They all said the same thing generally, and that was, get lost. It's none of your fucking business. And I thought, wow, man. And I finally stopped because that was the answer. In other words, I don't know. I don't know what they were writing. So years later, when I was just writing, being an actor and just writing at home, I thought, what if I wrote one of their books? Not my book, but one of their books. So I thought, okay, an old homeless poet is writing in this book. What would he be writing? And I wrote some what I saw from. Now I lived for a year at one point between Hollywood and between stand-up. I lived for a year in my car, homeless. I was homeless. Half of it was because I was homeless, because I had been evicted, because I had not paid the rent for a stupid reason. I went to earn money in New York, and the apartment was in California. So I didn't tell the landlady that I was going to earn money to pay rent in New York. And the job lasted for 2 months instead of 3 weeks. So in other words, I missed 2 payments on my rent. I thought, well, she knows me. I'll come back and I'll have all the money. And if she wants to fine me or, you have to pay an extra fee, because I have enough money to do that. So when I got back, she had already evicted me and cleaned out the apartment. So I had nothing. I said, I lived on those landing barges on the Normandy, where the troops come in and they come down and they're machine gunned and those barges. Okay. Well, in San Francisco, the owner of a junkyard, his junkyard was on the San Francisco Bay, right across the Golden Gate Bridge. You just get off the thing and if you go down to the water's edge, there's this junkyard. And this guy who owned the junkyard was an old guy, had a lot of money. And what he did was he bought 20 of those landing barges that landed on Normandy. The Army had thousands of them, and they were just selling them. And he bought 20. And he put them out in the water right off his junkyard below the Golden Gate Bridge. And he rented them out for like $500 a month. And all he had on it was a tablet where you could put a mattress on. So it was kind of a wooden bed. It's just a wooden platform shaped like a bed. And you put your mattress on it. And that was it. And then he put an electric wire from he lived on the pier. So he could watch all this. He also had electricity, and there was 20 wires going out to these boats. And all the people who rented them were hippies, and it was in the 60s. And back in those days, mainly there was a pirate theme to all the hippies that lived on these boats, including me. And that was the 2 months that I left. So she threw me up. And the reason I explained all that is because she threw everything I had overboard. So it wasn't like saved or I could go get it. It was at the bottom of the bay, because all the boats are about 30 or 40 yards offshore. And they were fixed. You couldn't go anywhere. They were anchored to the floor of the bay. So anyway, I lived for being homeless. That was the point. So I knew about. So I thought, I'm homeless. She evicted me. So why don't I explore this? I'm going to be homeless. I'm going to just move into my VW bus. So I was homeless for a year just to see if I could do it because I had been evicted. Yeah, you look like you wanted to say something.
We have like 2 minutes left, and I don't think you're going to get to the end of all of this. And I want to make sure that we talk about anything that's coming up for you that your fans might want to know about. Because yes, sir.
Okay, this is I finished it now. If I turn it on the back, you can't read it. But these are all great reviews. That's what I want you to know. It's really a great book, and it's about my time in show business, but it's a cautionary tale. It's not about the wah, wah, wah of show business. It's about all the bullshit of show business. And I think it's funny. It's really funny.
Sure it is.
It's called a cautionary tale. If you want to be an actor, this is what you have to go through. And I was a successful actor, you know.
Very, very, very successful.
Yeah, but I all the way through until I got out, I didn't retire. I just dropped out. You know, my agents retired, so I did the same thing as like, oh, I'm evicted. Oh, as long as I don't have an agent, fine, I'll just stay out. That's my answer.
So
so that the homeless guy is taken from my time as a homeless person. So those are the things that are in the book. My time in Hollywood, growing up and being homeless as an old man.
So everybody who's watching and listening, go out and buy that guy.
That guy. It's on Amazon. It's in a lot of places. You can order it.
Have a good read.
The book is in the show notes, up above or down below, depending on where you're watching or listening to us. We want to thank Larry for taking time out of his New Year's Eve and his writing to come chew the fat with us. And Larry, we want to wish you all the best.
Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Hey, what are you guys going to do as I leave? Well, do you all have plans? Do you all have plans?
I'm staying home with my wife. That's it.
We are all staying home.
Yeah, see, that's cool.
Speaking of my wife, she just chimed in the chat. She said, "Hello, everyone, and Happy New Year."
Happy New Year.
We have one more guest, and then after that guest, I'm going to eat dinner. I'm going to put my feet up, and I ain't doing a damn thing till the ball drops. Then I'm going to sleep.
Cool. Rock on, guys.
You too, Larry.
Larry, be safe.
Have a great evening.
Thank you.
Be safe.
Okay, now.
Holy fuck.
You guys are so much help. Thank you so much.
I was typing to you.
You did beautiful, Geoffrey. Beautiful.
Thank you.
So, folks, we do have one more guest. Originally, Larry was going to be the last guest because I remembered how much he talked. But our first guest that was supposed to be here tonight decided, I want to end the show, and I have that right. Not only was he
10 minutes,
Zima man,
he's got 10 minutes.
Well, he's got 10 minutes before you drop, but yeah, I'll give him 15 just because I'm nice. But yeah, see, you were just giving him shit. So this guy has done everything, and the newest thing he's done is he's actually been no, I don't know if it was possessed. I wouldn't say possessed, but he's taken over by a very famous comedian that we all loved and still to this day love, Robin Williams.
Yes.
Oh, you're going to have to explain this a little bit more.
Well, I'm not going to explain it. I'm going to allow the guest to explain it. And I know Mr. Homan knows who this guest is.
Yes. Mr. Roger Kabler, welcome back. How you doing, buddy?
Okay. Oh, hi, Roger. I had to do that because you introduced me that way. So, hey, let's party. Okay. Oh, excuse me. It must be the fish.
So,
Hi guys,
Thank-
thanks for having
you.
me. Can I tell you what? Go ahead, ask your question.
no. I was going to say
Obviously.
thank you for putting your plans on hold.
I had no plans. I planned on being on with you guys at 5. Everything changed.
It happens.
That happens.
Do you want to hear a tale of woe, or do you want to ask? It's your show. I'm just here.
We'll have a quick tale of woe.
I'm sorry, everybody.
Well-
I was supposed to be here at 5, and everything went upside down this week. I don't know if you want to hear about it. You can. There's some funny shit that happened, but mostly I got a great Hollywood story. What's your question?
So what happened?
What's the great Hollywood story? That's my question.
Well, the thing that turned me upside down was I was supposed to be, I had plans that got, because my girlfriend had to be rushed to the hospital, and she's okay now. She's upstairs. She was the beautiful creature that was kissing me while I was backstage. And she was gone upstairs so I could function. But she is the love of my life, and she had to be going in an ambulance because she couldn't move, and now she can move. That's where everything off. It cost sleep, it cost sanity. We're okay now, but it cost me to forget where I am and what I'm doing because I haven't been living at home for a few days. So having my planner and all my things I didn't have it. So it threw me into what I don't want to get into is a long story. But while I was here, I finished this painting. It's a dog. See, the dog watching the sunset. So I did a nice painting. I'm channeling Al Lewis right now. I did a painting while I was in somebody else's house.
I knew Al.
You did?
Yeah.
He was great. He was one of my heroes. How did you know Al?
Al had a restaurant in New York.
Grandpa's Bella Munster. What was it called?
Course.
Grandpa's. Yeah, I was
in
with
Greenwich
a friend of
Village.
mine. We were both really stoned. And I'm like, Dale, that's Grandpa's down there. And we're staring at him. He's talking to some mob guy. And Grandpa's got a big blue crab on his plate. And he holds it up to us because he knows we're spying on him. He goes, "You want to try the crab?"
Someone on this show stoned. What? That never happens
I
on
used
this
to
show.
be really stoned. And now look at me. Do I look like I need drugs? To
No.
you?
No.
No, you look like you need a nap.
I so need a nap. I need more than a nap. I need a fucking coma. Then I just slip into a coma. So can I tell you my Hollywood story? Because it relates.
Please.
Look at my hair. I'm like a Grandpa Munster.
I would love for someone on this show to actually answer a question I asked. Yes. Tell the story.
God damn,
Jeffrey, you're nice. So I'm backstage at the Tonight Show. My series is starting to tank, 1992. Jay Leno as Marky Mark and Hercule Poirot. No, not Hercule Poirot. Ross Perot. I'm backstage trying to save my sitcom, Rhythm and Blues. So I'm ready to go on the Tonight Show and talk about my sitcom. It's great. It's incredible. Wait till you see this thing. It's all new. It's revamped. It's incredible. So I'm waiting backstage. Marky Mark goes on when he was Marky Mark, before he was this actor. And then Ross Perot comes on, and he does 3 segments, this many, right? I'm backstage, and I'm going, when is this guy come? And he's like, all you have to do is call my 800 number, and all you'll get, I'm going to be running. He wasn't even running anymore. He's just blathering. And I'll tell you another thing. All you have to do is just listen to me. 800 number. Jay Leno's going, this fucking guy. I could tell he's getting sick. I'm backstage flipping out. I'm fucking throwing grapes at the TV monitor. When am I going to get on? And they came backstage and said, Roger, we're sorry. You've been bumped. And I started thinking about my options. And my first thought and only thought was, I'm going to go backstage. And I went backstage and I stood by the studio door for a good 5 minutes thinking, I'm just going to burst onto the set of the Tonight Show while Ross Perot and Jay Leno are and go, I'm going to imitate Ross Perot to his face and go, what the hell you think you're doing 3 segments for? Nobody wants to vote for you anyway. Don't you know I have a sitcom that needs saving? And I almost went on. and the ball didn't drop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Jeff can tell you all about balls dropping.
I couldn't get the sack up to walk through that door and go, "What the hell are you doing? I'm 3 seconds." And I had it locked and loaded, but it's probably a good thing I didn't do it because I knew there were Secret Service guys that would have tackled me. And I would have made the news.
You should have done it. That would have made history. Like you would have went down in like history books.
In those days,
Ted Kaczynski. You know
why blackballed off of late night talk shows if he'd done that.
Yeah, but he would have went down in history. He'd be in history books right now for doing that shit.
So I'll tell you what happened.
Look where he ended up, anyways.
Can I?
He ended up on our show.
Yeah, it's because I'm nobody now. Want to buy a painting? This is my. This is
I
what
do want to
happened.
say
I
something.
didn't do that. You're right.
I
Jay.
do want to say something real fast.
Yeah.
Roger is an amazing gentleman. He's a
Thank
fucking hilarious comedian.
Yes, he is.
If you know his work, you know his work. But a lot of
I'm
things
turning
that
up the
people
volume so
don't-
my girlfriend can hear you. Keep going.
A lot of things that people do not know about this guy is he is a fucking amazing artist.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Thank you for
And
your
I'm gonna show you a couple things.
both you and Jeff.
Real
It's
quick.
nice.
Yep.
So this is the one that he was just holding up. This
Oh,
is
you
a
saw
painting
that?
that
Oh,
Roger
wow.
has done. This is another painting.
Oh, I love that.
You know,
Thanks.
and I got to be biased because I wish I had a picture of the one that he did for Jeff, but I couldn't fucking find it anywhere.
Where's the guy with the fish? That I like.
That.
guy
That's
with
the one I was talking about. I couldn't
I
find it.
get that somewhere. That was one
So
of my
if you want
favorite
to, if you
paintings to
Jeff,
work
if you
on.
can email that to me, I'll pull it into the thing and show it.
Well, if we have
during
time,
that
I
chat.
mean,
Oh,
I
well,
can
we
just
probably
hold
have
it
time.
up.
We
I'll
have
just
time.
hold it up.
But two of my
Thanks.
favorites. Do you have it queued?
Who?
You.
Who, me?
Are you sending it to me?
I can't
I gotta-
send it, but I can show it to you on the screen.
He's talking to Jeff, Roger.
Yeah, no, I got to find.
Oh my
it.
God, we have a communication problem.
That's okay.
Hey,
While
yeah,
they're
well,
looking for the
I'll
they're
find
looking
it.
for the other one.
Thank you so
Um,
much, Ben, for saying that. I'm a little hoarse right now. Oh, that's okay.
This is a painting he did of one of my
It's
granddaughters,
Aw,
and
Thank
this is a
you.
painting of the other granddaughter.
I know that face.
I'm trying to find the guy.
So-
with the fish.
You're very talented.
Thank you so
once
much.
once I get the other one, yeah, I looked everywhere for that because honestly, that was one of the best paintings I've seen.
Oh, thank you.
Just the way you captured everything. So I want to say this now.
Sure.
Roger does take commission. He's not
yeah.
cheap.
We're here to pitch.
He's
the-
not
yeah.
cheap, but he is fucking good.
Here's the guy.
So
Here's your father-in-law. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Thank you. And it's the Cape Cod Canal, which is one of my favorite, things. That's the bridge. And what's his name? I loved his face to work on.
Gerardo.
Yeah. He passed away, what, a year ago or two?
2 years ago. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was a memorial paint. Thank you guys for saying all this, because frankly, my throat is probably not going to hold up much longer to do the Robin Williams tribute. And I may be just a painter, which is fine.
Roger, which satisfies your soul more, being funny or painting?
Boy, that's a great question, because when you're laughing and you're in communion and you're connecting with people that way. But I've been in show business so long that the painting thing is, I got up at 2:30 in the morning to finish this painting because it's my dance with God. It's my way of paying back, what I took when I was a drug addict. So being funny too, and doing the Robin Williams thing, but I've been doing that for a long time, and I have problems with my voice now, as you can probably tell. So I don't know
Roger,
if that's
how
gonna
long are you clean now?
22 years and 7 months.
You
I'm an
are,
alcoholic. Okay,
Roger, you are a miracle.
Ben?
thank you. What's that?
I sent you that email, Ben.
Oh, you emailed me something?
No,
not me.
You. Why the fuck would I email you?
Jeff, I'm sorry. I have to say, you were so still through Larry. I thought that was a screenshot. You're amazing, Jeff.
everybody was so still during Larry.
And then it moved.
Yeah.
It's great to see you guys. I'm so sorry I was late.
Roger, you are a miracle. I'm 36 years in. So you are a miracle, and
You're a bigger miracle.
no, you don't
You got
compare.
more bling.
Each
I
miracle is
obviously
its
have
own.
money. I don't have shit. I'm a painter.
Speaking of,
I have-
I do have that last painting. I just want to pull up real
Oh,
quick
sure.
Please do.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
to show it in full.
Okay.
But
No, you're
yeah,
very talented man. Very
I love
talented.
Cape Cod when it's like this. Thank you. So can I finish the story about the Tonight Show?
I thought
Please.
you did.
No, this is like a two-parter. But I'm not going to
Oh,
go
okay.
on and on.
So it's 3 fucking segments, right? What do you think, you're Ross Perot?
I'm Larry. That's why I brought up the story, because I had that sense of waiting backstage and starting to throw shit at my computer.
I don't blame you.
No, Larry was great. I really want to get to know him better because I get it. I totally get it.
Well,
and I'm
you
not
better
gonna
kill a
just
day
tell
or two
stories.
just to talk to him.
We're here to
Right.
commune. We always do. We're here to commune.
No, I love Larry. We've had him on the show numerous times. I've
He's
worked with him
great.
behind the scenes.
Yeah.
You just
He's
got to try
great.
to keep him on. You got to keep him on track.
He's so
The same
original.
track.
Yes, he's very original. Extremely.
All right, so back to the Tonight Show or
Okay,
the
so
Yesterday Show,
I
as
come from the
we call
Tonight
it now.
Show, and Jay Leno calls me at my house that night. It was quite an honor. Roger, sorry, it didn't quite work out. And I'm like, thank you so much. But then I jumped ship and I went and did a segment at Arsenio. I got booked on Arsenio because I got bumped from the Tonight Show, which pissed off NBC, who my sitcom was with them. When I was backstage at the Arsenio Hall show, I get a phone call just before I went on the air with Arsenio saying, your sitcom's been canceled. Rhythm and Blues is done.
Ouch.
So now I'm going on to Arsenio to pitch what? Nothing. I have nothing. So I make the announcement on the Arsenio Hall show. Hey guys, I just found out Rhythm and Blues was canceled. So what do you want to talk about? I'm like the least famous person you ever had on your show. We can just relax. How are you? Can I get a job here? I'll collate. I can sweep up. I just went into this. I don't have a job. I was just being a bum. And it caught the eye of Halle Berry, who wanted to meet me. She was looking for her next ex-fiance, I guess, or something. And I don't know what she wanted. You know, look at the math. Look at her track record. She's a beautiful. Some people like to get married, and some people like to almost get married. I've been there. I know. Hallie, if you're out there, I'm sure you're watching. I'm sorry, but we have to talk about this. You and me.
It's your big, broad shoulders that caught her eye.
And my impression of a turtle. No, what really fucked things up badly was that we met at California Pizza Kitchen, her people, my people. She wants to talk to me about a movie about a black lady and a Jewish guy like me. And I was young and I was 30 and, you know, we were all very pretty. So I just want pizza. I want to stick my head in a fucking pizza. I'm so nervous. It's Halle Berry, but not like Monsters Ball Halle Berry, like Flintstones Halle Berry. She wasn't that big yet. So we're sitting there and I don't know what to do. I order a dandelion salad. I don't eat this shit, but I don't want to look like a pig with, you know, mozzarella dripping off my face. So I get the dandelion salad and something in me cuts loose and I decide to do the lizard thing with the leaf to Halle Berry in her face. She laughs so hard and then she starts choking on whatever she's eating. And her people get up right away and start slapping her on the back. And I try to get up, but they beat me to it. And I'm just sitting there saying, that's my fucking career right there. We went shopping afterwards and everybody's swarming her and I'm standing there like an appendage. You guys want to talk about anything else about my experience in Hollywood? And then I was a junkie. I went from there to being kind of a junkie.
I want to share one. I want to ask one.
Yeah.
My time with Jay Leno, like sometimes he was very nice to me. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
This is what I was asked to do, to sing the theme song from the Patty Duke show.
Not their cousins, identical cousins.
Yes, just that song.
Oh.
Nothing from my act, nothing I had done off Broadway, nothing. No,
Hi.
that song. So you know, maybe you dodged a bullet. Where are you from, Roger, originally? Where were you
No,
brought up?
what I didn't dodge a bullet was I went on and did an impression of Richard Dreyfuss, and I started doing this. And he goes, you have to tell the people what you're doing before you do it. Made me look like shit. On top of the shit that I already look like. I'm from Framingham, Mass.
Well, there you go.
What do you mean there you go? Does that mean I'm a junkie automatically or what?
No, it means well, I'm meaning you're from where Ben and Jeff are near, and
Oh yeah.
I know you were an East Coast guy from the way you were talking and how you said mozzarella. I just didn't know where on the East Coast.
No, you know what the most New England word I heard was from anybody? Scissors.
Scissors.
Scissors. Somebody said, Rod, you get a pair of scissors.
That's how Peggy Cass would have said it.
Oh, really? I do a version of The Wizard of Oz that's all from Massachusetts because that's how I learned how to have the accent. It's a twister. It's a twister. And it's coming out of Worcester. Forget it. I'm not doing it anymore. Forget it. That cost big money to finish that bit. Where are you from, Geoffrey?
Originally Brooklyn, New York.
No fucking way. Forget about it. What part of no. Don't fucking laugh. What part of Brooklyn are you from?
I was born in East New York and I was raised in the Flatlands, Canarsie area.
Flatlands. Where the fuck is Flatlands?
You know what Canarsie is?
Yeah, Canarsie.
Just south of Canarsie.
How did you thrive there? Did you leave at an early age or did you hang around?
I was in and out till I was 30 and then I left.
You see how I turned the tables and made it my thing into his thing? Like, I mean, nobody's amused with me right now. I can tell you just staring.
I just feel like I'm watching fucking Goodfellas all over again.
Hey, how you think I'm fucking funny?
Roger, understand something. We're in hour 3.
Huh?
We're in hour 3 of this, and a couple of guests kind of wore us out. We are laughing at you with all the energy we have left.
I am so sorry about your show. I'm up into the. It's a miracle I'm on it all. My girlfriend's waiting upstairs to kick my ass in Scrabble. And she's laughing at that because she knows it's true. She's going to kill me. She won with Qui last night. Qui, Q-I. She won with Qui or Key.
Well, what does that mean?
I don't fucking know. It's some kind of martial arts fucking thing. She wins with a Q and an I. And I had her. This is what matters. Jeff Ben is not funny.
You mean triple word score, bitch.
That's right. She had a double word score twice because it was 2 I's and 1 Q. And
the word is gi.
I had her.
The word is gi. It's the outfit they wear is a gi, but it's spelled that way.
Right.
It's spelled that way.
Oh.
No, that's
look at that. We were just educated.
A qui is like a chakra. It's somewhere in the genitals, I think.
Oh goddamn! Here we go with the fucking.
That was a queef.
That's a queef. That's what I was going to say. A queef comes from a queef.
I was waiting for one of you to say it.
Queefa. It's the whole thing.
And now you have to tell our audience what a queef is in case they don't know.
Go. No, you don't.
I had to tell. No, I am not that man. Somebody, Jagz, you're the guy.
You're not that guy.
The guy with the Christmas tree needs to talk. Can you please explain this?
I don't want to explain.
I'm going to sing it. I'm going to sing a song, and then you'll get it. So I sing you to sleep after the loving. I pick out the hair from my teeth. Here it comes.
Oh God!
Come on, let me finish. It gets better.
I'm not going down on anything that's got hair. I'm sorry.
It's the wheel that makes you want to queef. You can't.
And now you know.
You can't.
Oh boy!
Holy shit!
This is why I don't work anymore. This is my material. When I go to libraries and there's children's there, Daddy, what's queef? It's a library. Look it up. I'm sorry, I'm being.
You got everybody in my living room fucking cracking up laughing.
Well, who's
right
in there?
now.
Show me your living room, people. Are they under the tree?
Hi. Come here, cat.
They under the tree.
Oh my God! How old are you?
Oh,
shit! Are your children here?
No.
No, I'm
She's 23. There's Cat. Cat's coming.
Oh, hi. I'm sorry.
I'm 34. You're good, dude. You're cracking me the fuck up right now.
My girl is
I just want
throw
him
me out of
to
the house
explain what a
tonight.
creep is. That's what I want. That's what I want to happen.
She's Queen Laquifa. Okay, it all started with an innocent Scrabble game.
See, gay men don't have this problem.
Are you sure?
I mean, you do if you use enough lube.
Let me explain something to you. When a man has to pass gas, and I'm going to say this nicely, and he tries to hold it in, it always sounds like a balloon when you go, doesn't it?
Yes.
Just fart like a man, guys. Let it rip. Come on, stop.
What
clenching.
happens? What happens when it goes?
That's bad. Clear out. Clear out.
Fart like a man, sharp
Rob-
like a man.
Jesus. I swear to God,
I'm not drunk enough for
the
this.
dog was under the covers a
I'm
couple of
not
weeks
drunk
ago,
enough for this.
and what? What?
Roger,
Jagz just said,
you and
I'm not drunk
I are the only sober people here at this moment.
And we're the worst, right?
That's not true.
Who's worse than that?
I mean,
I
I'm
think-
like
I
a
think-
12 pack in at this point.
I think,
I could use a little crack. You know, I don't want it, but I could use some.
I think Jeff is sober right now.
I'm very sober right now, but do I look like I need crack? I mean, to you?
No, you don't. No, you don't need anything. I can tell you, folks.
Depends
if you
on
have
the crack.
chance, if
You've
you-
known
yeah,
me
that's
for
true
a
too.
long time.
We've known Roger for a very long time, and if you get a chance to catch him out on the road doing his act
Send me
or at a
home.
convention, fucking go talk to him
Go.
because you will cry in a good way.
I'll have
Right
you
now,
in
I'm trying not to
peace.
piss myself.
I want you to piss. Hey, I did a gig once, and this lady went into labor. And it happened. They called me afterwards and said, you know, she had the baby because she was laughing so hard. I think that's the biggest. I mean, sometimes they want them to pee a little bit, maybe, you know, a little emission. But this lady went into labor, and I was thinking, if she had broke her water and the waitress slipped in it and the baby started crowning, and I'm like, I gotcha. I'll help. It's all about the delivery. I'm right here for you. And then I had this whole fantasy that the baby came on stage with the umbilical cord and just took over. It was a little Popeye baby, little Popeye. But that's me.
Your hashish.
Apparently, I'm the only one that's had this experience.
What was that, Jeffrey?
Hashish will do that to you. Yes.
Hashish will do that to you. Holy fuck.
Yeah, can I tell you one other story? Speaking of hashish, you guys know Kevin Meaney, the comedian? Well, I was smoking hash with him and another guy. I don't want to name the other guy because he's still alive, but Kevin passed. Kevin did the funniest thing I've ever seen. We're smoking hash in a flat in London 30 years ago.
Would have to
And
be.
Kevin did an impression of Marlon Brando with worms scooching across the rug. He's like, we were dying, me and the other guy. He went all the way across the living room scooching as Marlon Brando with worms. And if you're on hash, that is the funniest thing you could see. And I can't do
have
it nearly as good as
An
Kevin.
awful lot of affection and respect for Kevin.
Me
because-
and Lainey, my girlfriend, do him all the time. If something comes up, what's wrong with you?
We're big pants
Put some
people.
pants on. Yeah, exactly. Your brother doesn't wear tight pants.
And he did
No.
all of that and took an enormous amount of shit from other comedians for being gay. And
He
still
wasn't gay,
pushed-
was he?
Oh gosh, yes.
Kevin was gay?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Get that puss off your
We're
face.
bringing shit out the
Get
closet
a
now.
puss on his face. Well, I don't care.
No, I'm saying, but he took a lot of shit from people and didn't care and still became the big star. I have just an awful lot of respect.
Look
He
at
didn't
Mario
tra-
Cantone. He's a fucking
because he
riot.
didn't trade in on it. He didn't
No.
feature it. His humor wasn't gay humor, it was funny humor.
It was really funny.
Really funny.
First time I saw him, I had just bombed opening for the Spinners in Atlantic City. If you're going to be a comedian, you get a bomb big. So there's 500 black people in the audience looking at my Al Pacino and my John Travolta, and they're going, "I'm just here waiting for the Spinners. I don't know what he's doing." And I'm wandering around the casino, and I walk into the lounge, and there's this guy going, "I don't care, meow meow meow, arf arf arf." Stop. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I sat down, and before long, there's like 6 people there ignoring him. But I said, this is pure genius.
Absolutely.
I'm going to shut up now and see if anybody else wants to talk.
We only got a couple more minutes because, you know, we're way over the time we said we were going to
I
stop.
know, I'm
But
sorry.
No,
That's
don't
all right.
be sorry. I mean, New Year's Eve is about spending time
Yeah.
with people that you enjoy spending time with,
Yeah.
whether it's a significant other, your family, your children,
Right.
yourself in some cases. I'm just saying, like Larry Hankin. But, you know,
I didn't say it. I didn't say it. You said it. I didn't say it.
Kleenex is going to drop.
Doing this show week after week with the amazing guests and all us co-hosts together, we get to talk to a lot of great people, and in some instances we get to actually meet them in person. Sometimes we get, you know, bailing.
I think
yeah,
I know what that
bailing.
means.
Yeah. You know, but you don't ever have to be sorry when we do a New Year's Eve show. We plan it for 2.5 to 3 hours because, like, that's like the max. But
I'm just sorry that I'm so late, is what it is.
But
Whoa.
Roger, you're here after a very difficult personal thing. You're working on nerves. I know what you're going through this moment.
Thank you, man.
You need as much time as you want to take because you showed up.
You know
And
what?
you're giving-
Thank you.
I know what he's doing. He's trying to delay this fucking Scrabble game. Is what he's doing.
If your screensaver came alive, it's awesome. No, I've been transporting narcotics. I've been a mule so that my girlfriend could get some relief. I've got drugs from legitimate places that were donated because she couldn't get a prescription. The hospital did not take care of her. She needed relief. She didn't end up taking the narcotics, but I was the one who carried them, and painkillers was my drug of choice. And I just put them in a bag and I drove them over to her, and I didn't look at them, and they counted them to make sure everything was in there. But yeah, that was stressful a little bit.
And everything he just said was a comedy piece, people. I don't want to hear from you about it.
Right?
I don't know anything. I didn't hear anything.
I just want
Roger?
to know where he hit him.
Next, you are on the West Coast. Dinner is on me.
I'm just going to go out to have dinner on you. Thank you, Geoffrey. I mean that sincerely. I know there's a joke in there somewhere.
No,
Oh
seriously.
yeah.
I mean, like not sushi on your belly kind of a thing, you know.
That's what I was waiting on. That's what I was waiting on.
I just need to get to know a guy. You know.
You just turned sushi into a cock ring.
It's a very poor cock ring. Don't try this at home, folks. Unless it's
I
squid.
can't get the rice to stick.
You could almost get away with calamari. That would almost work.
Almost.
You guys are sicker than me in some weird way, and I love it. Who said cock ring? Damn, who said that?
Jagz.
Jagz, man.
Like that the onion ring tower that you can get at the restaurant.
Yeah, but you know, most girls want more than just 3 onion rings.
Yeah, they want you to be Viagravated. Mm.
They want 7 onion rings and a goddamn volcanic explosion. So,
Oh, nobody wants that.
Yeah.
So,
I do.
so Roger, how's the movie doing?
Okay, that's why we're painting. Did you see the painting?
we're gonna slide past that.
I
Look at-
love the movie.
Oh, thank you. A lot of people told me they did, and it's kind of, you know, on the wane. It didn't do anything on so far on Amazon. I've sold a lot of DVDs and had a lot of people tell me how they feel about it. I feel like I'm moving past that into whatever the next thing is. As life is, you turn the page. I don't have any regrets. I made the movie I could during COVID, thinking if I get sick and die, I won't get to make the movie.
Right.
It's somewhere between a masterpiece and a piece of shit lies my movie.
Well, I highly recommend it because
Thank you so much.
As
And it's
do I.
phenomenal.
Thank you. I
That's
recommend it too.
I have not seen it, but I will seek it out.
Geoffrey, thank you. It's called Being Robin, and if you want, I'll just send you a link. If I can get your email address from these guys, I'll just send you a free link.
Thank you, sir. I will
I want
watch
people to
it
see it. I
tomorrow.
want people to see it. It's a true, based on a true story.
I was looking for something to do tomorrow. I bought dark chocolate covered pretzels to munch on.
Oh yeah.
And I will watch your movie tomorrow with my pretzels.
That would be great. If you can get me the email, I'll get that right to you, and I mean it. I appreciate it.
Ben has it.
It's 30 seconds to be sincere. I'm working on it.
Doing it as
You
we
guys
speak.
wiped me out. It was fun.
Well, since you're wiping out, why don't we start to end our show a little bit?
I'll help you. That's it for me. You guys are total gentlemen for not interrupting and stupid shit like that.
You're funny. It's not stupid shit.
Well, that's what makes it funny.
No, seriously, we're tired. We'd
I'm
be laughing a lot
sorry.
more. No, you didn't do it. No, Roger, you didn't do it. I'm just saying we're 3 hours and 22 minutes into this.
How much money have we raised?
In New
Not
Jersey,
enough.
the phone number is.
Hey, Roger, we've raised about as much as your movie.
God damn, Tim. Holy shit, man.
He went
That's
there.
awesome. I'll give you
He
the
went there.
$250 just for saying that.
So I am going to wrap this up, and I'm going to go to Mr. Roger Kabler.
Good night, everybody. Have a safe and happy new year, and be purposeful and be part of the solution if you can. That's it for me. I love you.
Check him out on the road, folks. Check him out in the show notes. Jagz, my man.
Yo, what's up? You guys can check me out on Sound Injection every single week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Fridays on Sound Injection or Massive Media. If you like heavy metal and hard rock, come check us out. We've got all kinds of amazing bands from the very small to the biggest of the big. Come check us out. That's it. That's all I got.
Mr. Geoffrey Mark.
Well, happy new year, safe and happy and healthy. It is amateur night. Be careful out there. Tune in to Geoffrey Mark Plays Ella every week, which our friend Ben produces and our friend Jeff sprinkles his love all over. We do have another show. We do have an announcement coming out, but I'm not going to tell you what it is tonight. You have to tune in and we'll tell you about it in a week or two. But more good stuff is coming. This is the end of my first season on this show. Let me thank Jeff and Ben for bringing me into this and making this last year very happy for me. And I look forward to the next year, bigger and better. Both of you, I love you. You're family to me.
Your family to us.
Yeah, the uncle you're trying to hide from. No, I'm just kidding. Love you, Jeff. This has been a long night. I'm glad you guys, everybody came out and joined us. The guests are great. It was perfect having Roger close this thing out. Love Roger to death. Go to stilltoken.com and everybody have a happy, safe New Year's, and we will see you in 26.
Dun, dun, dun. So, as Jeff said, stilltoking.com, you can find out everything you want to know about us. All these shows are cataloged there. They're also on any one of your favorite podcast platforms. I'm just saying. I mean, I think there's like 27 fucking platforms. You'll find us. Jeff likes it when you Google him. Geoffrey Mark likes it even more when you Google him. But I want to thank all our guests for taking time out of their schedule on New Year's Eve to come chat, hang out, tell you all what's new. And, you know, that Roger Kabler guy, he was late, but he's still great. I mean, that's all I got to say. To all our veterans and first responders, we want to thank you for doing what you do so people like us can do what we do. Stay safe. We'll see you next year.
Have a happy.
Bye.
Thank you, guys.
Come on.